rights. Know your rights. Flex your rights. Guard your grill. Knuckle up. Where the silverbacks at?
While I break the tape recorder, serve the sucker. The order is manslaughter. Another rapper, G-Rap Rex. He's rated X.
And even in this instance, if I could be of service to a 9-year-old girl or a 19-year-old woman or girl who wants to be a woman, is to really remember that self-love is the best way that you can receive love from anybody else, because it's coming from you. A lot of times we forget that. We look externally for this love. We look externally for this feeling of validation and adoration and approval, and it has to come from within.
Please like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. Smash that thumbs up. Let's get them in here. Let's get that algorithm going. Big Nick, South Florida. Let's save some lives. Let's go.
This is your last chance. After this, there is no turning back. You take the blue pill, the story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want. You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland. And I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. Remember, all I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
Like, share, subscribe. Let's fill her up. Let's fill her up. Fill her up. Lock her room. Locker room talk. Where the silverbacks at? Yes, sir.
Just a kid from Chicago.
In the
I'm just a kid from Chicago.
building. TATN, baby.
Really the most. I'm just a kid from Chicago.
Yes, sir. The silverbacks are
Trying
back.
to make a way in the game of life, trying to make a
We ain't
play.
going
Just a
nowhere.
kid from Chicago.
Harder you try,
Back against the wall, all the brothers
stronger we
tried
get.
to do it all. Just a kid from Chicago.
Big up Scooter Chose for this intellectual property we listening to. Self Love Vision.
I'm just a kid from Chicago.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome, welcome. I am excited. We have a magnanimous show planned out today. But let's not put the proverbial cart before the proverbial horse. Welcome to Chi-Town's very own, the Self Love Show, where our motto, as always, is on earth as it is in heaven, and as above, so below. We can be located right here in these YouTube streets exclusively at This Ain't That Network, or as we say, TATN. TATN. Where the Chicago cats at? Where y'all at? Put a big C in that chat if you repping Chi today. Yes, sir. This your co-host, Nine Mills, also known as Self. You can survive anywhere if you can make it in the gut. What down, Chi-Town, what down. I am stronger than my excuse. I am stronger than my excuse. I am stronger than my excuse. Today is Tuesday, April 6th, 2021. As always, we're going to acknowledge and appreciate the fact that each one of you souls can be any place in this vast universe. And thankfully, we all, Scooter, chose to be here together. Here together. What down, Tory Wordsmith? What you manifesting today, bruh?
Self, I'm manifesting love. What you manifesting?
Love, G. You know me, bruh. Pure, magnanimous, unmolested, unfettered, unfiltered. LUV, as we spell it right here on the Self Luv Show. What's the weather holding up like in Chi, bro?
Man, it was 80 today.
Wow.
Yeah.
80. I think y'all were faring better than we fared here in Inglewood in Southern Cali, bro.
I couldn't believe it. Yesterday was similar.
Wow. So what you expecting this weather for a minute or what, bro?
You know, I don't even know. I ain't even paid no attention.
Oh, you mean like to a little forecast or what have you?
Yeah, I be unplugged. So I find out most of the time what it's gonna be when it's happening, unless, you know, I get some sort of news thing on my phone popping on. So I haven't seen nothing about no heat wave or nothing. So
yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And let's, you know, prayerfully these cats don't how do I say? Start getting those blicks out because you know how it is when the weather gets nice in the city.
Yeah. And it Friday morning I walked out the house and to my surprise it was like a little bit of snow on the ground. I was like, huh?
Wait, snow?
Yes, on Friday.
Man, get out of Dodge. Well, you know, that snow is to be unexpected, but what is to be expected on today's show, we're featuring Big Nick, South Florida. Some of our previous Self Love or the original Self Love Nation were here for the initial rendition of this show. Of course, it got deleted. We really don't know how, why, when, where, what have you, but this brother was gracious. This Silverback, what's going on, Siri? Excuse me. This Silverback was gracious enough to bless us with round 2, and so that everything is just not too redundant. What we're going to do is kind of, you know, shift gears just a little bit. We'll always do some of our foundational things, but just to, you know, give you a quick overview, what we're going to do is talk to him a little bit about his, you know, his early life, why he got into what he's doing. We're going to touch on the More Growth and Development Program and you know, ask him certain questions, you know, as that may pertain to his platform. We're also going to poke more into how to move when we have questions geared towards how to move when we're dealing with 12. So if you in the chat have any questions, by all means, have at it. You know, this can save lives today. And then we're going to have some Big Nick stories, what's happening when he's out there, some you know, story or two if we have time. And then, of course, we're going to go into the name game. If you're out there, you can YouTube Big Nick South Florida Accountability. That's his demo. He's approaching like 200,000 subscribers. You put that, into comparison. Self Love and I, here at TATN, we have, hey, Self, we got 290, bro. 290 subs, man. We're moving on up to the east side.
Moving on up
to deluxe apartment in the Shy. So we moving on up. So our next platform is 299, and that's where Self Love's going to get himself digressed. So we have 13 steps we're making as a nation.
Regressed.
9,000. What's that? Regressed until we get to 9,999 subscribers. That's where we're going to push to change the city of Chicago. So there's 13 steps. The next step is 499 subs. So you guys share, like, subscribe. When we get there, my lovely wife and myself, we're going to jump out of an airplane. So we need you guys to subscribe so we keep taking these steps all the way up to and including when we change the city of Chicago. So let's do it one sub at a time. I was just looking where somebody's parachute didn't open. We got a video, but I think we saved that for tomorrow. So, and then quick announcements. I want to wish a happy belated birthday to Tori Wordsmith's mom. And then, as always, TATN, we got some things coming. We're working on some things. We're bringing you guys some great content. We understand content is king. Marketing is her queen. So that's what we got. So if you're out there in the chat, and if you move like the way Big Nick moved, maybe you're 12, maybe you're not. Maybe you're a community activist. Maybe you're a human being who cares about people who have their knees on their neck, screaming they can't breathe and shouting out to their mom, and you want to see what can be done to kind of put a stop to that. Maybe you want to know your rights. Maybe you can care less. Self Love and I, we want to know. We would love to know.
Like, share, subscribe, hit the bell, so everybody knows every time we go live or upload a video. The Self Love Show quote of the day is, if you want to know the end, look at the beginning. If you want to know the end, look at the beginning. It's an African proverb. And we have a little housekeeping, and then we have two very important videos. Pay close attention to them. The latter being the more growth and development platform that we're building our nation off of. So check it out. It's great information. And here we go.
In entering upon this course of instruction, each of you should, so far as possible, lay aside for the time being all previous theories and beliefs. By so doing, you will be saved the trouble of trying all the way through the show to put, quote, new wine into old wineskins, end quote. Luke chapter 5, verse 37. If there's anything as we proceed which you don't understand or agree with, just let it lie passively in your mind until you have enjoyed the entire show. For many statements that would at first arouse antagonism and discussion, please like, share, subscribe. We have a great show. Easily accepted a little farther in store on for you today. After the show is over, if you wish to return to your old beliefs and ways of living, you are at perfect liberty to do so. But for the time being, be willing to become as a little child, for said the master in spiritual things, quote, except ye become as little children. Ye shall in no wise enter into the kingdom of heaven. End quote. Matthew chapter 18, verse 3. If at times there seems to be repetition, please remember, the Self Love Show is a lesson, not a lecture.
Silverback More Growth and Development Platform. Number 1, repair our nation via reparations. We demand our silver back. Number 2, to connect our breadwinners with our activists. And 3, show an accurate depiction of African American Chi-Town. 4, to shine a light on positive influences. 5, heal our community one person at a time. 6, to provide an unfiltered platform for our influencers. 7, recycle the black dollar. 8, to provide mentors for the mentorless. 9, to close the gap between us and our pink kinsmen.
We're gonna get that gap closed. I say it's about time to close that
Get that gap closed, people.
Yeah, in production in the future, we can run all videos at minimum volume. That way, once we start talking, everybody can hear us. Yeah, we're gonna get that gap closed. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get that gap closed. And speaking of self-love, getting that gap closed, bro, man, magnanimous show.
Absolutely.
Your ship, the good ship.
Yes.
Brother Spite.
Brow it was great.
Man, dropped jewels. Loved his point of view.
Yeah.
One thing about him, he's straightforward. Never had to mix too many fancy words to get to a point.
Didn't too much sugarcoat anything either.
No, he didn't. And he's still friends with the person that asked him if he had a tail and if the curl activator was natural or something about it. His hair naturally had that grease in it or something. I can't remember. But if you guys missed that show, check it out because he really, 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 really thoroughly dropped jewels to live on.
Yeah. Facts.
We're going to see if we can't parlay that into, how do we say, Don, or maybe even, what's the other guy that went to Lane Tech? Godfrey. The whole time I thought Godfrey was a junior when I told him to drop out of school and go to Hollywood, pursue his dreams. I figured if you're a junior and you still ain't figured it out, you know what I mean? Go ahead and get out of here, right? You know what I mean? I don't know that kid was a freshman like me. Is that what they're trying to tell me? This kid was a freshman? He's a pretty popular guy. I guess I was popular too. You know what I mean? I wouldn't have talked to him. I probably would try to hang out with him. I thought he was a junior or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Big ups to Godfrey, and he's got a podcast. You guys need to check him out.
Yep. Interesting guy too.
Yes. Very, very, very extremely interesting guys. So, bro, there's a lot of things that we can do. And, Self-Love and I, on the Self Love Show, we don't tend to show pooky nonsense. We much prefer to show pinky nonsense, but this one's so different. I don't know if you saw the video, Self, the dad-son shootout.
Nah.
Well, obviously, I know you stay pretty unplugged, right, Noop?
For sure. Always unplugged.
Hey, Well, we know production's got something queued up, bro. And I'll tell you what, this is an eye opener. I think Willie D had reported on it, so I went and found the actual video. I'm like, what the heck? Big ups to Willie D too. You guys subscribe to his podcast.
New at 6 tonight, a Coweta County father tells deputies he confronted his son about having a gun in his pocket. And he says rather than turn it over, his son opened fire on him.
It was all caught on the family's home security camera, as you saw there. Fox 5's Doug Evans has more on the story now from Coweta County.
Deputies say the surveillance video starts with Mario Clark leaving his father's house, the father behind him pointing a weapon at his son. The father then flinches, ducks, and runs for cover after a shot is fired in his direction. Deputies say the family shootout started when the 26-year-old Mario Clark arrived at his father's house with a gun in his pocket, a gun his father did not want in his house.
So the dad saw the imprint of the gun, which is an outline of the gun, in the son's clothing, and father did not want any firearms at his residence or the son to be in possession of them, so he was trying to disarm his son.
Deputies say when Clark would not surrender the gun, the father retrieved his own weapon. Deputies say the video continues with Mario Clark running back into frame, sprinting toward his father and firing shots. They say the father returned fire in an obvious fight for his life. The father then called 911.
Our patrol deputies were able to make contact with the male outside of the residence and were able to detain him. He still had the firearm on him at that time.
Deputies say the father acted in self-defense and is not facing charges. Not so for his son. Mario Clark was booked in here to the Coweta County Jail on a charge of aggravated assault. In Coweta County, Doug Evans, Fox 5 News.
So, Noop, they said the son was 26? Well,
yeah.
I don't have a son. You do, and I'm going to have you chime in on that, but just here's my initial thought. Any 26-year-old grown person comes to my house. Hey, what's that? You got a gun? A gun? I don't approve that here. I don't approve you got a gun. And now this 26-year-old grown person is leaving my house. At what point does it become okay for me to grab my gun and follow this person out of the house and then not expect said person to maybe start shooting at me? I know it's a different dynamic. Now I want to hear from the father. I'm gonna go off cam here.
I don't know what to say about that. That was crazy. I guess he was just trying to take the gun from his son so that he wouldn't have a gun. But yeah. Like you said, that's a grown person. And your son, yeah, but a grown person. And you come out there pointing a gun at him. I don't know what was said, but shots got fired. So something must have been said. It's craziness to me. I can't believe that I just saw that.
Man, and then I don't know what I'm more offended by as a black man, that you're out there having a father-son shootout or that you're calling 12 on one another. How's this going to look in court? And did you hear the overseer out there talking with the cricket tie on, trying to explain the story everybody told him?
Yeah.
And then how certain people look at us, they look at us all as coons.
Yeah, they do.
I mean, your point was my point as well. Yes. Once that kid's leaving, God bless him. If you didn't raise him up by the time he was I'd say 15?
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah. Especially at 26. That's
correct.
But still, you shoot at your father though. That's
like you said, I don't know his dad. I don't know if his dad was about that life. If his dad maybe just out the joint, if that's his stepdad. Maybe I need to start doing more research on these things, I'm the overseer says small up to the spooks for delaying me on the Brother Spite show. Yeah, no ups to the spooks for that. And yes, bullets are boomerangs. Bullets, in fact, are boomerangs.
Absolutely. Man.
You guys like, share, subscribe. Let's get them in here. We got a great show for you guys tonight. Like, share, subscribe. Let's get them in here tonight. Share it to 10 people. This gentleman's taking, time out of his day to educate us. And I think we should get people in here and so that they can be educated in a live forum and have a Q&A. Normally, Self Love and I, we keep this PG-13. So, you know, if you worry about your kids and you live in that fear, every time my kid leave the house, I'm afraid he won't come home. People like, you know, fear. You know, they like spreading fear, but not doing nothing about it. You know, and knowledge is what, you know, releases the chains. And so we have knowledge today. So that's what we're about today. So we got, you know, Big Nick, South Florida in the building. And, you know, and I guess Self Love, they, you know, don't really come here to get into our, you know, banter, right?
No.
Enough of these, you know, appetizers, so to speak.
Come on, man. Quench the self-love nation's thirst.
Well, you know, production, we got something good for you guys here, and for the Self-Love Nation.
Last night I tell you to watch that thing on television as I did. Yeah. To see those monkeys from those African countries. Damn them, they're still uncomfortable wearing shoes.
Hey, since you engaged me, can I have your name and your badge number? Since you engaged me, can I have your name and your badge number? Have I broken the law? Have I done anything wrong? Have I done anything wrong? What's your name and your badge number?
Captain David Wheeler, I need to see your identification,
Are you familiar with the Florida Penal Code on presenting ID?
I am.
Commission of a crime, committed a crime, or about to commit a crime. Which have I done?
Suspicious activity, sir.
That's not a crime. Is that a misdemeanor or a felony? Is that a misdemeanor or a felony? Is that a misdemeanor or a felony?
Loitering and prowling, sir?
I know the loitering laws. I'm not loitering. I'm actually conducting a business. So come up with something else. I'm not prowling, having into your property. So let's try another intimidation practice.
It's not an intimidation practice.
You look back to see thrills. Yeah, well, you don't need to know who I am. Lieutenant, why are you, or captain, or whoever you are, why are you approaching me aggressively like this? I'm a citizen. Do you understand that? Do you respect citizens?
Man. And we got Big Nick, South Florida, coming back in the building on Tuesday, April 6th. Potentially matching him up with Westsider Joe Cool. Y'all subscribe to Joe Cool's channel. He's actually a bigger fish than Big Nick right now, but they've been working in alignment all of a sudden. Fantastic. So, you know, prayerfully, Joe Cool will sit with us as well, but if not, I mean, it's Big Nick. You know, it's Big Nick. So, bottom line, it's Big Nick.
What's your name and your badge number?
3199.
Thank you.
Hey,
what's your name and your badge number?
Hold on. What's your name, sir? What is your name?
What crime do you suspect me of committing?
Well, they want to trespass warn you, which they have the right to do because they're trained.
So I don't need to get my name
I'm
for
trying
a
to talk
warrant.
to you.
All right.
First of all,
I don't want to talk though.
They need your
What's your name?
identification.
No.
They put a form. Yes, they do.
No,
By
they
law.
told me to leave. I left. By law, I left.
By law,
You
they
can
would-
warn me.
I need your information to put in my system.
No, I'm not. What crime do you suspect me of committing?
Trespassing. And I'm asking for your information so I can write into
What
my
crime?
system.
Articulate a crime.
Train station.
Okay, they told me to leave and I left. So what crime did I commit? Absolutely not. 901.151 stays
Give me your
different.
name, please.
Florida Penal Code stays different.
I'm asking for your name.
Okay.
Name and date of birth, sir.
I'm not giving you my name.
What is your name and date of birth?
What's your name and your badge number?
Don't give it to him.
You have to.
No, I just get you mine.
You're
I'm the
making
primary
contact.
officer. I'm the primary officer.
Okay, so why are they here?
Because they're my backup.
Okay,
and I'm the
I need their
primary
names. In case you
No.
violate my rights, I need to know
I'm
who to
asking for ID for
contact.
their form.
And I'm not
There's
giving
gonna be
it.
Sergeant
They
here.
asked me to leave. They asked me to leave, and I
I
left.
appreciate you taking the time to do this. Little Nick, Big Nick, you know, he has a pretty good following, man, and he's exactly about what you're about. And so I wanted him to just say a few words to you, man, and Self Love. We're going to go off camera because, you know. Production, can you please, and we're going to keep your camera off right now, Big Nick. Production, can you please reduce volume?
How you doing, my brother?
Good.
Thank you, production.
I'm doing absolutely wonderful. Tell me about yourself.
Well, I'm 11. I
Here we
rap
go.
about racial injustices. I do spoken word, and I
Crank it up a little bit.
speeches.
I want to hear Big Nick say what he does.
And yourself?
I'm a civil rights. My main goal is to teach young brothers like yourself all about their constitutional rights.
There it is. Silence is violence. We got Big Nick, South Florida, in the building. Big Nick, we're gonna keep your camera off real quick. We'll get you in here shortly, sir. And
Can you hear me real quick?
yes, sir. I got you loud and clear.
Okay, I'll probably be able to do the intro for a minute, and then I'm because I'm traveling. It's my girl's birthday, and when I get to but it's gonna take about 20 minutes of travel, and then I probably join back on.
Okay, well that's cool. That's cool. And tell your girl happy birthday, man. All right, tell your girl happy birthday. That's what's up, and I appreciate you doing this.
I'm here for now, but
Okay.
I'm gonna be with you. I'm gonna be with you till the time you ask for.
Hey, that's what's up, brother. That's what's up. And so we got Big Nick, South Florida, and production. Just chip it back down a little bit, please.
And I need you to. It's very important for me. The only request I have is that you guys speak about that last post office video that I did. Is because that Karen, she used all of those code words, you know. So I want to talk about that a little bit.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. We actually we'll get that queued up, and we'll go ahead and run that because I saw that. I saw that, bro. She was and even in today's day and age, in today's climate, on camera, that she was pulling it. You can only imagine if you wasn't filming it, but you know what I mean. So we got Big Nick, civil rights activist, Big Nick, South Florida Accountability. He's keeping the South Florida American dream viable, vis-a-vis holding all of its public officials accountable, up to and including 12 and their unions, vis-a-vis safety and education. His videos on YouTube have over 30 million views. He's a certified silverback, and he's a 12 watcher. If you want to reach him, you can contact him on YouTube, Big Nick, South Florida Accountability, and buy some of his merchandise at Teesprings. Check him out on the Teesprings at YouTube. So, production, you can stop running that, and we can stop sharing. And we got Big Nick in the building while we got him.
Yes, sir.
Hey, so bro, you say you traveling with your lady for a birthday, right?
Yeah, we just going to a resort that's like 20 minutes away.
Yes, sir.
And then I have the time to do it then.
I got you.
So
that's cool.
I'm sorry about that, but it was.
Hey, listen. Hey, listen. It happens, bro. You know what I mean? I'm happy that you're doing this. Trust me, it happens. It happens, and it's her birthday, so happy birthday. That's what's important. You know what I mean? And she brought little Nick in the world. So you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So
I would definitely join it. She's here now, so we're gonna get to the resort, and as soon as I get there, I'm gonna log right back in to you.
Hey, go ahead and just watch the show on YouTube while you're traveling, and you can log off of Zoom. But yeah, y'all enjoy the show. Me and Self Love. Yeah, me and Self Love. We'll play your video too that you were just talking about.
I'll be there, and then I want to talk about it as well. So make sure we queue it up for me too.
Okay. All right.
That's all right, bro. I'll see y'all in a minute. Okay.
Yeah, drive safe, man. Watch 12.
All right. Thanks. All right.
Yes, sir. Yeah, that's Big Nick. Silverback. Let's help him. All right, there we go. All righty. Let's see here. Them codes. Yeah, so we got Big Nick, man. We got Big Nick in the building. We got Big Nick in the building. Hey,
oh no.
Pardon me?
Oh, nothing.
Okay.
I thought something was going on that is not going on. It's it's not happening. Something on my end.
Yeah, man.
It's not important though. Big Nick though, man.
Well, I'm going to that
that video.
Yeah, I'm trying to cue it up, so I'll be right back.
All right. Self Love Nation. Want to take a little time to talk about the self. And we are all one. We come here in fake separateness to bring information from the spirit to the physical. Just as our bodies are made up of the trillions of cells that it is, whatever the number is, we are all cells of the Creator. Okay, also, I would like to tell you that in every cipher that you're in, you have everything you need to make everybody's dream come true.
Facts.
Facts.
Facts. Everything.
It's all encompassed. You got all the expertise from everybody, put all what they got into everybody's dream. It'll all happen.
And if you're the only point on the circle, you still have everything to make it all happen.
Yes. Facts.
So, that's the thing. That's the thing about it. But it would behoove you to use all the points on the circle so you can get some reciprocity. And production, you can just refresh. And so we're going to run just a little bit of it whenever they get ready. It's a video that he just posted. And we had a Karen in full action. Dial 911, You know what I mean? Because he wouldn't kowtow to her
perceived authority, huh?
Perceived authority and her feelings, correct. Yeah. It's sad too. I mean, we called her a Karen. I don't want to say that, but well, that's Self Love Nation.
Sad.
Yeah, it's a 17-minute video, so we'll be, scooching through it. But go ahead, cue it up.
Well, you shouldn't have never spoke to me.
Just cut the volume down a little bit, please.
Is their number still 911? I suggest you call the non-emergency number.
Yeah, I don't feel safe leaving here. You're being so aggressive right now.
I'm being aggressive. Wow, you're the ultimate Karen. I'm sorry, sir. You will not be. You know what? You guys are going to share the thumbnail. What's your name and your badge number?
She said, they like to say you're being aggressive. Those are the words they use when they call him 12.
Yeah.
First Amendment, you ever heard of it?
And then 12 comes in aggressive. Oh, he's been aggressive.
Big Nick, South Florida Accountability. I'm at the United States Post Office located in Plantation, Florida. This is a follow-up to a previous video that I did of this particular location here, where they failed horrible. Check out this clip.
Oh, wow.
ID.
Just realize this is a follow-up to this video, bro.
I'm not going to identify. What's going to be the charge? You want to take my phone?
Yeah, she a gangster. You stole Big Nick.
I'm getting all types of threats from this particular officer here. Telling me that she's going to take my phone and that I have to identify to her, which I don't because I know the Florida Penal Code on presenting ID. I haven't broken the law. I'm not committing a crime. I'm not in the commission of a crime. So she has no legal authority to arrest me for failure to ID, which is a secondary charge to the primary charge, whatever it may be. So I need you to let her know that she has to stop threatening to arrest me if I don't identify myself for her for being just a regular citizen. And also, there's a poster in there, poster 7, which allows media
free press to
I saw
come
that in
inside
our
of
post
government
office.
buildings. There's also a memo from the Homeland Security, which provides security for them. 2018 updated version, and it's on the wall in there that for media purposes and for public information, I have the right to go inside of the foyer, all public areas, and record. She's threatened to trespass me. I have it on video. Not one customer complained.
Look at it.
Only
My
the
boss
government
would, I'll
workers.
be pistol
Only
whipping
the
you.
government workers did.
She's like, you lucky.
So we are going to do this follow-up to make sure that they do respect their Postal 7 and that they do honor and respect the public's right to come in, interview the government workers in the course.
The uniform makes some of them feel
Let's
tough.
go 6.
Well, I think we ought to make all the uniforms pink. You had to balance it
We're
out.
going to come in. We're going to look for the Postal 7. I do believe I know where it is, but this is the mailbox area.
They say they're doing it for breast awareness or something. You guys, we got Big Nick, South Florida in the building today. In the building. We got more time to get this jumping. Let's share this link. Let's get them in here. Where y'all at? Where the Silverbacks at? Ram it.
Ram it.
Ram that link. Put it up on your social media, on your Facebook. Send it to your grandmother's mother.
Okay, telephone, you don't need it. No, okay. No, it can't go underneath.
This is the type of content that you're going to wish you had it.
That's okay? For priority.
Mayor,
And here is the Postal 7. Here.
Yeah, close to 7.
Yeah.
They put all the junk signs up. You don't know. You don't know that's there.
no, it was already, I just said return to sender. It was. No. Return to sender. That's how I think.
Yeah, she gonna be japping him about filming, and look at all those cameras in there. So. I mean, the camera is seeing everything that your eyes are seeing. So what's the problem? Now, I understand if somebody's staring at you, you know, you're like, what are you looking at? But everybody, I don't want to be on camera, you know.
Someone in the back just
She
said
got,
got one with a
she got her
camera.
perceived authority
So
too. That's
she went and told that I was
Yeah,
here.
but everybody does it, not even just this
And
Karen.
we're gonna
right.
see.
That privilege.
Yeah.
We go from here.
Don't point that camera at me. Shut up. Somebody's trying to get you on this camera. Fat, ugly butt. See, they don't want me out there, Self. They think Joe Cool doing them. See, Big Nick's classy.
Yeah.
I'll give them something to talk about when they call the 911.
You need to ask permission. You need to ask permission for filming.
You spoke to me.
You need to ask permission from people before you film them.
That's not true.
Put the camera down.
If you don't want to be recorded by the guy with the camera, don't talk to the guy with the
You
camera.
need to ask for permission.
Oh,
Put the
okay.
camera down.
Can I have your permission?
No, you
Is there
don't
a
have
reason
to.
for filming?
Yeah, there is.
Ma'am,
Are you filming all the cameras in here?
The nerve of this guy.
I'm recording
to the point
everything
he
I
just
can see
had
in
his
public.
Attitude, though, the way they talk to people.
Man, it's ridiculous.
It is. They give orders to black people like we're boys.
It's tyrannical.
But if he was blonde hair and blue eyed standing there with a little tripod, it'd be a whole different approach.
Period.
Okay, well, I come here to check on the government employees, but since you two want to interject yourself in the story, I'm going to educate you too. So before you call the police, you might want to walk over here and read their policies. Right here,
Good job,
where it
man.
says photographs for news, advertisement, and commercial purposes is allowed.
Not people. Not people.
Oh, okay. Well, you don't want to be recorded in public, stay inside. There's no expectation of public privacy in public. They record you.
And he's got a mask on.
Is it the camera?
Like, you got a mask on. Like, what's your problem?
So now you're going to be the thumbnail on YouTube. You're going to be the thumbnail on YouTube.
But you didn't even ask them.
I don't have to. You're in the public. They didn't ask you, can they record you? They didn't ask you if they can record you. There's cameras there. There's cameras there. They didn't ask you either.
Look at Karen. She don't know what to say now.
No, who's the government? We are the government.
The people,
we the people.
Right.
We the people.
But see, he don't know that. They come over here and get this basic constitutional awareness like we get in 8th grade. They get less than that when they come over here to this country. Watering down ignorance.
Just walked in and just filmed where all the video cameras were to like what? To rob a place in the future?
Is that what you think? Is that automatically what America assigns you to think? So because you see a photographer, you automatically think a crime? Is that how America has conditioned you to believe? Or is it something else? That you would think that maybe I wanted to improve the place.
I just don't want to get involved.
Well, you shouldn't have never spoke to me.
I'm happy to call the police if that's what it
is. Is their number still 911?
Oh,
12. I suggest you call the non-emergency number.
And so now she's a hypocrite.
Being so aggressive right now.
I'm being aggressive. Wow, you're the ultimate Karen. I'm sorry, sir. You will not be. You know what? You guys are going to share the thumbnail.
Did you look at the thumbnail, Self?
Now, again, I didn't say anything to you, so don't say anything to me.
See, they failed the last time. See, the employees ain't saying nothing, but they should be at least telling the customers, shut up.
What the law is or whatever.
Correct. Then he has the right to do that. And you guys write your Congress.
3901 West Broad Boulevard.
Sorry, we're in the postal coast 312 at the USPS.
Big Nick, I'm surprised.
Guy with a camera and he's scaring
He normally tells them to.
So please send the SWAT.
Call the postal inspector.
Even though his life is 6 times more likely to end when you guys come. I just want you to come and bring everything because I don't understand the First Amendment, so I'm going to call the cops and get this fine tax-paying citizen arrested, or even worse, because I'm Karen. I'm being aggressive.
Yeah, he's still inside. He's still videotaping me, and I don't really feel comfortable going to my car.
Oh, wow. Yeah, because even when they come,
now she don't feel comfortable.
You're still not going to feel safe because they have body cameras.
He just came in and like started filming for like 10 or 15 minutes, like where all the cameras were in this office.
Where all the cameras were. See what she's doing.
Yeah, trying to make it like it's a criminal act.
Yeah. Giving them enough on the 911 call to justify shooting them.
Yeah, still filming me.
I'm a victim.
This is attempt murder
my permission, even though I
by
started
12
talking to him.
by Karen. She's got a devil on her face mask, bro. And everybody think it's cute. Oh, I don't think I can talk about that. We're going to talk about YouTube, boy. Small ups, YouTube, y'all.
062 215. Yeah. Extremely good looking. A veteran who's standing up for the oath that he took to the Constitution.
Goofy.
To protect your rights.
Yeah, he's still talking to us right now.
I know I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. Because this is America and I'm free to film. So that is my reason. Absolutely.
They don't even be knowing the laws.
And when they get here, tell them I'm not going to identify to them because that also is my right.
I don't really feel comfortable giving my name right now.
You see the devil on her mask, Self?
Wow.
She knows exactly who he is. She knows exactly who he is.
Oh my God, really?
I'm famous. Now you are.
So now you're going to learn who I am when you watch YouTube.
I don't feel comfortable going to my car.
I know.
Well, call your boyfriend or
There's
somebody.
black people everywhere. They might have cameras.
You know, why don't you ask the manager to walk you
Hey,
to the
she's calling the cops on the man with a camera for no other reason other than a camera or either something else. So I can base my own conclusions. Right.
He's already getting aggressive with me, and all I did was ask him not to film it.
aggressive, and all I did was ask him not to film. Here comes the victim.
Karen.
Shameful.
Yeah, it is shameful. You guys are going to have Big Nick, South Florida, live in the building.
I've never run across a Karen.
Live in the building today.
Karen. Guaranteed viral. I got a Karen. I got a Karen.
Boy, look at her. She is red.
She was pissed.
Yeah. Bro, it would have been a lynching if this was 80 years ago.
Yeah.
She'd have called them guys out there, boy. 80 years might be a reach. What, 50, 55 years so? 50, 60 years ago, she might have been able to make a phone call.
Yeah.
All right, so the Melrose Vista, Fort Lauderdale, Florida, United States Post Office.
Pulled over on his way home.
Didn't say anything to me. The employees did it. I read the post at 7. I stood quietly. One employee did go inform a supervisor that I was in the lobby, and then all hell broke loose with the Karen. And they called the police, and the police are arriving now.
It's good follow-up, Big Nick.
And we're going to make sure that they honor
They got to
my right
come
to
out.
record.
And that's some sort of policy they got because somebody got sued.
Thank you.
Oh, he's going to walk her to the car.
All right, so there's Darren. Darren is leaving.
Darren
Darren started the
again.
whole thing.
I don't want to be taking video camera.
Well, get in the car and shut up.
I don't have nothing to do with this.
Hey, how you doing?
How you doing? What's the name of your badge number?
I'm Officer Staley. It's 1502.
You coming out here to protect my rights?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, thank you. Let's go.
You inside?
Yeah.
All right.
You know I can be
Is
inside.
it open in here?
Yeah, it is.
All right.
It is.
Listen, I'm just gonna talk to the employees. If you're not bothering them, it ain't bothering me.
I'm not bothering the employees at all. I didn't say a word to anyone. Today's talked to me, and the employees still haven't spoken with me. Karen at the register called you, said I was being aggressive. That's a false report.
Hey, Self, production, pause it right here. We want to save a little of this. We want to save a little of that. You can stop sharing. We want to save a little of that for Big Nick, man, because he said he wants to talk about it. That's wild, man. That is wild. So part of what we're doing here is that's what Big Nick does. He'll go around to, public places, and start filming. He'll cut the camera on and start filming. And he'll say, well, these are my rights to do this. And damn how you feel about, these rights. These are my rights.
And I'm going to exercise them.
Fact.
And that's how he rolls.
Facts. The magic is, and which we'll get into a little later, is he's got the magic of the camera, which all of us, 90% of us have on our person 90% of the time. Right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And then the knowledge, we've all got access to that.
He's putting it out there. He's got lots of content, and you can see how to exercise your rights following Big Nick.
Correct. That's right. That's right. Yeah, and you can read the Bill of Rights. You can do that.
Yes.
You can explore the United States Constitution.
And your local
Correct.
laws. Yeah.
Correct. Yes. You can definitely do that. Know how your government is working. And that's correct, Jimi Hendrix. He says poster 7 is key.
Facts.
Facts all the way around. And you guys, let's like, share, subscribe. We got Big Nick, South Florida, as promised, in the building. It's his lovely lady's birthday today, and happy birthday to her, and happy belated to Mrs. Tori's Mrs. Wordsmith's mom. So, and happy belated to her and all the birthdays that's going on right now. What we got coming up on TATN, since we have a moment here, we have, as I've been describing, there's a big meeting tomorrow. And so the partners are going to have a sit down, and then we're going to start rolling out more of this uncut, pristine content. You know, YouTube and I, we have a certain relationship now. You know, they finally gave me a strike warning. It was on a covert video, the Peter Pandemic. And I'm like, well, the title of the thing is ending Corona ignorant. Oh boy, don't want to. Here we go. So anyway, yeah, warning. That's what they gave me. They gave me a warning. And so it was something about they don't like to talk about God. They don't like to talk about alternative health things. And that video wasn't even a debate. It was me playing devil's advocate, pushed up against, doctors and professional people who were laying it out there saying, no. And if that can't be on YouTube, then, I hate to say it, but I'm in agreement with Donald Trump. But now, in all fairness to YouTube, there was some chatter in there about my man Zuckerberg. There was some Zuckerberg chatter. There's a lot of chatter in there about bots and they're going to put, like, I have access to it, and they're going to pull it down any day now where I can't even have access to it. I can't share it. Like, the way they have it is certainly limited just for me to review it. And it was dope. I'm like, my God. I found it was so much stuff layered up in such a small segment. Yeah, that the bots were like, oh. You know what I mean? Because remember I told you they never even told me what we did.
Right. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. But, and they're like, well, that's a warning. And then the next one, you can't post for 1 week. We'll just hope that happens on a Wednesday night, so we can be on a Tuesday. So, we'll miss a Self Luv Show. Yeah, we'll hope that happens on a Tuesday so we can be back up on, the following Wednesday. Yeah. Yeah, so living is learning. Yeah, they even said, and if you want to post up your own stuff, they were like, post it somewhere else or get your own thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's great advice from them.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's they ran the regular on the street hustle dope game. Start everybody out and everything's pretty much for free. Lower the street value of it. It's dirt cheap. So then start jacking up the prices. Walmart does it. Big corporate. I don't even know what I can say anymore. Now I see why everybody's so tongue-tied in this thing. That's why people used to come in this thing like, I can't believe you guys get to say the things you say. You know what I mean? Maybe, but we were saying we're not saying this. Remember that, Self?
Yeah.
We're not saying it's a Peter pandemic.
Right.
Right.
I'm not saying that. Why can't y'all get that? We're not saying it's a Peter pandemic.
And honestly, we're not. We did 2 shows on it. Yeah.
So, I mean, for them, to censor.
I think it had to do. So if you said some stuff, I'm going to get it. I don't want to say too much on here, but I'm going to have it. And man, it was like the Dr. Gay, you, even Cannon. It was It was so many jewels of truth. Even the minister, it was it was like the peak. It was the peak of that show. You remember?
Yeah.
Yes. And I even said and ended it at the very end. Oh, we better stop. I think that's a little bit too much. And that's where it ended on that segment.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
you were gone too far. I remember that. Yeah.
You need to watch it, and I want to hear your report on this after you watch it, maybe for next week or something. Because I mean, it's a 28-minute segment. I tried to be unbiased, and I can't. But I think you're going to be flabbergasted that is what they decided to pull, because I haven't clicked send on my response yet, because you can go far and then they can really be up your butt. And so, I'm letting that marinate, I'm letting I want to be professional and keep everything between the lines. And I just really don't think they watched it. Like that's my response. And that's why I didn't say, there's no way a human being, a rational thinking human being with any education past the 6th grade, we're moving on now, to the side. Why couldn't he go get a GED? Tired of hearing about his 6th grade education. It's been 30 years. This guy could have finished everything up. Talking about James Evans.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 6th grade education. But I digress. Yeah, I mean, I digress. Yeah, now, I'm the overseer saying some things. Yeah, but I'm tongue-tied now, Jimi Hendrix.
Man.
Yeah. And then we got more doctors who want to be part of that panel and wax on it. And guess what, Self? TATN doesn't know if, what I mean? Maybe I know what we'll do. We'll start up this ain't TATN. We'll start up. You like that, Self?
Yeah,
TATN.
Yeah, have a whole station for it. So they can censor all they want. They can just strike them out.
Strike. Yeah, I'm like, who's the umpire? And then stuff. They're like the little fat rich kid. And big ups to any obese person. It's my ball. You know what I mean? That's why you're big and fat. That's why you're big and fat. Because it's your ball. You don't want to run. You don't want to do anything. You want everybody to just give it all to you because you bought all the equipment. We can't help it if your, parents are part of the Illuma booty, something like that. I went to school with all those kids, so parents are part of the Illuma booty. Yeah, they had a tripped out mindset, bro.
No doubt.
It was cool to be friends with them all the way up to around 7th, 8th grade. Then people started looking at you funny, talking about stuff's coming up missing. It was a little black kid. Oh, it wasn't me.
I know it wasn't you.
Right, but you know what I'm saying, yeah.
Right, yeah.
I think they were stealing from each other to program their kids, right, Self? So let's just say if your kids had white friends and you wanted to program them that the kids were evil, right? After the white friend leaves, you leave a noose in your kid's bedroom. Oh, look at them. Your mom didn't drop that noose, and I didn't. You know what I mean? Right, you pepper little crap, and so they think everybody's evil. Yeah. So yeah, man. But that's what we got coming up, man, on TATN. And tomorrow, man, we got
was it number what in the series?
We got Blackhead, bro.
Yeah. Well, what number is it though? Is it 4?
5.
5. Wow.
Yeah. Got number 5, bro. Brother Pender. Yes. And I mean, that guy, he's on there with Mayor Lori Light Blunt. I mean, this guy's rubbing elbows with everybody.
Yeah. Real talk.
Yeah.
Magic Johnson.
Yeah. He's out there at the game with G Herbo.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
Man, G Herbo must be small. Because you see how small he was next to Kareem. I mean, Kareem ain't little, you know what I mean? Frame-wise. But Herbo was... Herbo's got to be...
time ago, yo. That looked like that was some time ago.
Yeah,
I don't know how big he is though, because I don't
based upon that picture, he looks like he's TC status. You know, so I tell a lot of you kids, don't go to the concerts. You know what I mean? Your bubble's gonna be busted. You're looking at these people on the screen, you think they're looking at a guy 6'4", he's a god. You know what I mean? Look at her. And you get up on them, and these people are pygmies. Literally. Prince, rest his soul. Prince had to wear high heel boots just to get on his motorcycle for the movie Purple Rain.
Man, he been doing concerts in them high heels. Dancing and all that stuff.
Yeah, man. That's how he ended up
hip problems.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, he did the dance move. I think he was about 50. That's why cats be saying stuff like you were mentioning hooping. Sometimes the reality of it all sets in, though, man. One bad little something like that, and then you're on those pills. Next thing you know, a little Baphomet changed up your prescription. The baby Baphomet's out there. And next thing you know, you're on a plane. Same way like, what's my man name from Shy? Who'd you say? Yeah. Same MO. Yep. Next thing you know, boom. Yep, you're no more. Yeah, they tried to get one of the Olsens like that. Yeah, she didn't take the pills. Remember? Or maybe they were saying she was the honeypot. Somebody died that she was with. OD'd. And she was the last one with him. Yeah, one of the Olsen twins, bro.
I didn't even realize that. I did know that one of them was supposedly out there bad or whatever, but I heard that, but, you know.
Yeah, I mean, you know, partying or whatever. You know, how bad is it? You're a billionaire. I mean, I guess you can be bad, but yeah, I mean, you can, but yeah. Yeah, if you mean bad by strung out on drugs or something, yeah. Yeah, pill popping, yeah. But her lawyers were so, that's why you haven't heard about it. You know? Yeah. If she was black, you'd have heard about it. Because black folks would have told you.
They would have rammed it.
Yeah, black folks.
Rammed it, Jimmy.
We do it to ourselves. We hate one another. It's a disconnection from our ancestors. It's something you were speaking on. And it's a programming, so to speak.
Yep.
We've been programmed to hate ourselves.
Yep.
And thus hate one another, which is the reason why the God image is always pink.
Period.
Yep.
They want to put it out there that is who is God.
And then, well, guess what the opposite of that would be? And then guess what that would be?
We are the devil.
Correct. Yep. Naturally have a proclivity towards violence and
all kinds of nonsense.
We have tails and
ridiculous. Yeah, well, you know how these, people are, man. It's ridiculous. The programming, because they've been programmed too.
Thanks. Bro, you've had some videos, man. What's going on? I seen you on IG and
I'm just
got your channel, your YouTube channel. What's going on, bro?
Just getting it cracking, man, getting it started, and just talking and getting a little inspirational, inspiring myself, and seeing if it helps people. I don't know where it's going from here, but I'm gonna do it a lot more and expand it and grow. That's what I'm supposed to do. Have some accountability towards my dream. Y'all can all help me out. Thank you.
Man, have some Big Nick South Florida accountability.
Man, real talk.
Cause that's what we got going. Is the video still running, Self?
Huh?
We didn't
You
get.
talking about
zapped by YouTube, did we?
No, it was still
You
on.
got it on the TV? Oh, okay.
Something going wrong with that computer. That's why I was
Okay.
like, because I thought we was off the air and we wasn't, because I looked at my phone. We still good.
Yeah, it must be my internet because I'm not getting anything. But hey, you guys like, share. We should have Big Nick back in the building any moment now. We got Big Nick, South Florida Accountability. Big Nick, South Florida Accountability is a civil rights auditor, and he's a silverback. Goes out there and holds them accountable. Holds a camera to government officials and to 12 and tells them their policies and things of this nature.
He gets it done.
Absolutely. So today we're going to go into how he moves, and he's going to tell us some stories. He said he definitely wants to get into the one about the Karen, the video we just ran. That was his most recent video. And I'd love to hear about what happened with that Karen. And, obviously, 12 didn't do anything to him. But, those Karens, they stay on code. I'm surprised she didn't start crying. She probably was waiting till 12 showed up.
Well, he kept, talking, telling her, oh, you pulling that. Oh, okay. And here comes the victim. He was calling it out before she tried to pull it. So
yeah.
I guess she didn't pull it, all
the
way. Because he was calling out the playbook.
Yeah, well, I didn't hear him say nothing about tears, but I'm surprised. I'm surprised she didn't pull it, because that's that's in their playbook. Especially when she started saying he's being aggressive. Because if she'd started that crying, they was gonna come blazing.
Man, yeah, I don't feel comfortable going to my car, huh?
Right? What? What about this conversation? Nobody threatened you. Right? Right. That's crazy. Like, we got to write laws as a society, though. 12. Anyone that's, writing these, bearing false witness should face the same amount of time. So if I knowingly, not a mistake, accuse you of murder, not mistaken identity, but just, BS, and and the police and everybody investigate that I was just flat out lying, I should be on trial, and I should be facing the same time that you would have been facing had you got convicted of my lie. So, if a female wants to say she was sexually assaulted and it's a lie, and the guy's facing 15 to 20 years, if she bears false witness or vice versa, it shouldn't be a civil penalty. They should face that'll stop people from making these damn phone calls.
Yeah.
Using the police like they're some sort of personal security force, personal gain.
Yeah. Okay. Say where you're wrong about that, because I don't see it. You're right.
Man.
He's right.
Bro, same thing with 12. I mean, if they're going to write bogus lies,
yeah, those false reports, man,
they should face the same time. Man. Cut and simple, cut and dry. If I want to pick up the phone and lie on somebody walking outside and whole cases up against them, and it's just a flat out lie, wasted everybody's time, the lawyers, everybody's money, and this and that, that should not be a civil matter. Somebody was facing a life-changing series of events. Said liar, Karen or Darren, should face the exact same time. Should not be a civil tort.
Right. I mean, it is illegal, more than anything. It is illegal to do a false report. It is illegal to report something false. So it should be a legal matter.
Well, there is, it is, but it's like a it's not what I'm saying.
Right.
The punishment is not equal to the crime of what you're
Right.
accusing somebody of.
Right. I get that.
So right.
And
So
it-
if I
it
accuse
should
you of
be.
embezzlement and it turns out that I'm lying because I know who did it, you know, I should get that whether or not I embezzled the money or not. I should get the time you were facing. I think it would turn the tables on some of these lies. And it's biblical. I hate to go biblical.
I hear you. That would be tougher laws and penalties, but that'll be towards somebody that's doing some BS to the max. Lying on the stand. Yeah. They need some serious redemption.
Yeah. It's going to make it harder for 12 and everybody to run their little games. You know?
I'm not sure they'll be able to. Because somebody's going to be like, I'm not putting my name on that report.
Correct. And even their agents, their informants, their false witnesses would be like, I'm not doing that because I can get life in prison. When 12 tells them to lie in court.
Period. Damn. Yeah, because something's got to be done about it because this court system is crapulous at times. It just does nothing for the people. It just feeds the system. And we don't need that at this date and time.
Man, absolutely.
Hey,
so the national championship game already happened?
That was last night. I forgot.
Okay.
I forgot. I didn't see it, but I know that Baylor won and Gonzaga did not have the undefeated season.
Wow. So the Zags went into it undefeated and lost.
Yep.
Wow. I've always liked Baylor's program, the boys and the girls.
And they were both number one seeds, but Gonzaga was number one overall seed, but Baylor was a number one seed. So
was it close, bro?
It was, I think 9-10, something. I don't know. Let me look it up. Why am I guessing? It's the information age. It's the information age. It was 86 to 70. So,
wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And they opened it up a little bit.
A production, refresh your playlist, and then we got you guys.
Nick is back.
Okay, cool. Yeah, because Thursday we're doing our show Tania Natani Kaepernick. What up, sir? We're gonna get the show going because I know you got business to take care of tonight, Big Nick.
Yeah, I do, man. She just said because her friend's birthday, our best friend's birthday is like the same day. She's like, they went out to dinner. I'm like, oh Lord.
Yeah, for sure.
I got a commitment, babe. I honor my commitments.
Facts, bro. Hey, family first, Big Nick. You know what I'm saying? So I'll give an abridged version of everything that we had. But Self, if you could play the end of production, if you could play the end of that video that we were running the Big Nick video. We got the last 3 minutes left, Big Nick, and then
Okay.
you know we can start out and you just tell us about that, and then we'll go from there, sir.
All righty, no problem.
Alrighty. It had, when I refreshed it, it started over. So, but I put it back near the same point. So
Yeah, that's cool. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Cut it down
All right, so there's
to the
Darren.
lowest.
Darren is leaving. Darren started the whole thing.
I don't want to be taken with your camera.
See, I just ignore them. People like that, they just want to be seen.
Want to be on camera.
Yeah,
How you doing? What's the name of your badge number?
I'm Officer Staley. It's 1502.
You coming out here to protect my rights?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I'll be right there for you.
Let's go.
You inside?
Yeah.
All right.
You know I can be
Is
inside.
it open in here?
Yeah, it is.
All right.
It is.
Listen, I was going to talk to the employees if you're not bothering them.
But that's
I'm
very
not bothering the
important.
employees at all. I didn't say a word to anyone.
You got to come out
So
here.
they
You
talk
got
to
to,
me.
you know,
And the employees still
protect my rights. You took the Constitution. You took an oath.
At the register call, you said I was being aggressive. That's a false report.
That's the actual authorization right there.
Yeah, well, when the picture is crooked next to it, you know it's a problem.
Oh yeah.
That they can sit in there and look at that all day, and nobody fixes that.
Well, what she's allowed to do.
Thank you, sir.
But he's allowed to stay here for a little while longer, get his recording in, and then we'll head out.
I don't feel safe being recorded unless
She keeps saying that.
Well, not when you're in public, you mean that. Not when you're in public, you mean that.
What does she mean? She don't feel safe.
You know what she means. Do something to him, officer. I'm a white woman.
Normally I would
Do
follow
something
you
to that black
outside
guy.
and get your tag because that's public too, but I'm not going to. I'm not that guy.
Why wouldn't
Bye,
she just
Karen.
said
Don't be
escort?
afraid of a guy with a camera.
Because she's not afraid. She wants
Right.
to use her privilege.
Right.
To get me.
Right.
period.
But that dude right
The
there.
officer came in and he protected my rights, acknowledged that I do have the right to do so. I'm going to leave. I really appreciate this officer from the Plantation Police Department.
But
Thank
you
you
had
so
already
much. I
educated
believe
them, Big Nick.
Rational citizens
Yeah.
will now
This
use common sense and know that
This-
we are the government. We do not work
You can
for the
cut it,
government. The government works for us. We the
production, let's
people.
cut it.
Big Nick, South Florida Accountability.
Go
all
ahead,
right,
Big Nick.
that post office was my follow-up visit. The first time I came, that exact same police department made a big hoorah, didn't know nothing on nothing, and kicked me out. But you see what my perseverance gets me, what my stick-to-itness gets me. You know, you can't lay down because I took an oath to that flag just like they did. You know, I was born in this country just like they were, and they're going to respect me and give me the same affordable rights that everyone else gets. So I just kept going, and you see the benefits, the fruits of my labor.
Hey, bro, yeah, she was shocked when they was like, yeah, we know him. That's what the
That never happened to me before. That was my most proudest moment ever. When the 911 operator, the dispatch operator said, we know who that is. You know what I'm saying? That's validation right there.
Yeah.
That's validation.
Yeah.
And it just goes to show that it ain't a Big Nick thing. Now they understand that this is a rights thing, that anyone can do that. And it would have been the exact same response from that police department. I truly believe that.
Well, you know, I was telling Self Love as we were watching that video. Okay, it's one thing, bro. If I'm standing in a post office and somebody's staring at me, I mean, even then, it's weird. I don't even know if I'd be saying like what you're looking at. It depends on what mood I'm in. But normally, I mean, you just turn away. Like somebody pointing a camera is almost like somebody looking at you. Like you're in public. What kind of privacy are these people looking for?
Right.
To have that anger, right? Like the dude you was talking to, the Darren, had a mask on. Who are you hiding from? Like, are you on witness protection? Like, what's going on with these people, bro?
Absolutely. And not only that, what if I have an idyllic memory? What if I can just walk in there, take a look around for 5 minutes, walk out and go draw a perfect description of what I just saw? Would that be a problem there? You know what I'm saying? Like, would that be a problem?
Exactly. And like you pointed out, there's 3-4 other cameras in there, and then she tried to make that a crime, saying, you know, I don't feel safe, and he's in here casing out the place. That's basically what she was saying. That you was casing.
I'm being aggressive.
Aggressive.
That's the
Aggressive. I got an aggressive black man. Well, it used to be angry, you know, and then I think angry or aggressive. It's the same. It's the same. Yeah. It's the same. And thank God they knew you though, because let's say if this was in a different part of Florida or wasn't you, and you hadn't already trained the police,
right,
indirectly,
right,
that could have went bad for a brother, man.
You know, I don't want to hear from people that say, "Well, I can't tell what color you on the phone." That's bullshit. That's I don't care who calls my phone. I know if it's a brother or not. I know it. You know, it can be somebody all the way from West Bum Freak, Africa. I know if it's a white dude or a Spanish dude, or I know.
Well, if I talk to you, you know I'm black, right? But I've done customer service with my last name, and I've had pink people say very racial things because they didn't know I was black.
Let me tell you this quick story.
I don't fight them back though. I pile on with them. You know what I mean? Just because I want the deal. But go ahead, bro.
So I consider myself, because I moved up the ranks, right? I moved up the ranks. I won't work in the call center unless I'm the supervisor now. You know, because I think my work is too valuable to be on the phone. Right?
Your mouthpiece, right? Your mouthpiece is beyond front lines. Yes.
I worked my way up. So I consider myself a call center specialist, right?
Yes, sir.
So I would, and I know how to use proper diction, proper grammar. I know how to conduct myself in the business, because anybody that works in customer service realize that we are literally the face of the company. We are literally the front line for that company. Facts. So I was giving this lady some information about, you know, her services or whatever, and she must have thought I put the phone down because I can hear her in the background telling her husband that I can tell he's a black guy because the way he say island. Right? And I may have had a moment of hood come out, man. I might have said island or something, you know.
Right.
You got the gist of what I'm saying, but she made it a whole racial connotation about the way I pronounced the word, and she just knew I was a black guy, which is cool, you know. It's not a problem because I do the exact same thing. But the point of it is that if I'd have been in one of these little horse and buggy towns with one stoplight, and the sheriff is also the dentist, and the judge is the brother-in-law of the sheriff, you know, and the white girl called up to 911, he's being aggressive. No, I could have been Eric Garden.
On your way home, driving away, you got pulled over, they start busting your tail light, and yep. And they all related. Exactly. Me and Self Love said if this was, we say 55 years ago, in any city, that would have went bad.
Man, this was yesterday in some cities in America, it would have went bad. In Florida.
Facts in Florida. Hey, you guys, in case you joined us late, we're here with Big Nick, South Florida Accountability. Check out his videos. He's got millions and millions of views on his channel. He's approaching over 200,000 subscribers. So that means, you know, his content is bread for the people. Big Nick, I'm bumping you up closer to GOAT status, bro. I mean, you know, Freeman, man, he, you know, but the thing you got over Freeman is Freeman got white privilege and you don't.
Oh, who you telling? Yeah. But at the same, there's a few differences between me and other larger channels. Like, the one thing I respect about Freeman is that he has a very large channel, right? Mm-hmm. But he's not the leader of his followers. I have a large channel, but I'm not the leader. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, I don't project myself. I'm not you're not my congregation. I'm not your pastor.
You're not the general. Right.
I'm not going to call you up at 2:00 in the morning and tell you to go to the convenience store and bring me some grape juice. I'm not that dude. You know what I'm saying?
You're not going to P. Diddy him and say, go get you some cheesecake.
No, I'm not that dude. You know, I'm just a regular dude. Just out here providing content for people to learn from. And, you know, so that's why that's what I admire about James, because he don't get caught up in that. But we do have some larger channels that, in their mind, they stop being activists and start being important.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't want to get to that important status, you know, because it's not about that. You know, it's about you and telling your nephews, your brothers, and your friends, hey, man, you don't have to do that. You don't have to bow down to these people. You make those people bow down to us. They should be thanking us every single day, because if we stop working, they won't have an income to generate. Because contrary to popular belief, the government, local, state, federal, do not make money. They have no business interest at all where there is a profit to the federal, local, or state government. All of that is your taxpaying dollars.
Facts. Facts.
So that's why they don't own anything. That's why, you know, they don't. The government don't own anything. We the people own it.
Yeah, that was covered in your video too. When that cat was trying to tell you, you're not the government. Well, who is the government? He got quiet after that. I think he realized that he probably should just take a big cup of shut up.
When I put that we the people. And I think he really got quiet. I think he really got quiet when I pointed out, I said, the staff hasn't said a word to me. The people that work here didn't say a word to me. That lady did exactly what she was supposed to do, what she was trained to do. She noticed me, she went and informed the supervisor. The supervisor walked out the back and walked in the lobby, made sure that I wasn't impeding anything, I wasn't obstructing anything, didn't even so much as say hello. And
well,
that
Nick,
was perfect.
Nick, I look at you, you're a grown man, you're a silverback. And so, and I know I see you different from how other people may see you.
Right.
But if I put myself in the shoes of those, like him, I was telling Wordsmith, the guy was way too aggressive. And man, bro, either you about this life or you ain't, man. Like if we, right. If we wasn't standing in this post office, would you be doing all this, man? Put your hands back to your side. Like, do you want to go outside and do something, and or do you just want to shut up? And what I'm saying, bro, is I'm not like Tim Tough guy, but it's a way you talk to a grown man, right? Out of a citizen, out of respect. But you keep telling them, if you don't want to be on camera, don't stand in front of it.
Or don't talk to me. I'm going to turn and see what you have to say. I'm going to acknowledge you. I'm going to acknowledge you, right? And it's like, I tell police officers the exact same thing. Buddy, if we was at the basketball court, you would not be looking at me like that. You would not be so aggressive with me. You would not. You wouldn't do it if I saw you in the grocery store. You wouldn't do this.
Yeah.
You only do it because you think it's safe. And what really pisses me off with civilians is that I never, ever, ever say what I'll do to somebody without knowing what that person is capable of.
Man.
That is so disrespectful to me.
Man.
Why do you think you can whoop me, bro?
Stupid as well.
Why do you think you can whoop me, bro? Like, why? Why you? Why you can whoop everybody, I guess.
That's the thing about it. I used to tell people that coming up, that myself, like, somebody would say this, Big Nick, like, bro, somebody told me a rumor and I found out it wasn't you. But if it was you, I was going to kick your butt. You know, I want to use different language.
Right.
And I have to always correct them, like, wait a minute, right?
We was going to fight.
Right.
We was going to fight.
Right. I need you to understand that you can never come to me and say, if this happened, I was going to beat your, I'm not your kid.
I respect that you say we was going to fight. I respect that. I respect that. You know what I'm saying? With all that prediction stuff, and 99.9% of the people you're going to get in an argument are just like you had no specialized training. So what made you think you can whoop me, bro? You didn't have training just like I didn't have training. I'm not going to be the only one with bruises. I promise you that.
Facts. Facts.
And I mean that from my soul.
Hey, I feel you on that. Big Nick, I want to ask you, A quick question here, because we're skipping through most of these just
Okay.
in the essence of time.
I appreciate that.
But I want to ask you this, though. as a Silverback, as a big homie, we call Silverback Guerilla because we want our Silverback. What
Right.
advice would you give to a little homie who may be having limited resources and may not be as, privileged as our kids are, with Silverbacks in the family, kind of showing them some structure? What bit of advice would you give to them, whether it's dealing with 12 or just moving through the community?
That's a very specific question because of the dynamics that you put into it. But just in a generic sense like that, what I would tell them is that favorite basketball player, football player, actor, whatever it is, whoever that guy is that you aspire to be like, you might not want to be that person, but who you aspire to be like, take a step back and look at it and say, is that dude doing anything wrong that's going to mess up his position where he is now? Right? So, yeah, people obviously to follow by or lead by example, but you also have to follow your examples as well. There's no way in the world you can sit up there and say, well, I want to be a rapper like 2 Chainz, big time rapper. But you know what? 2 Chainz ain't rapping from prison. 2 Chainz ain't rapping on the corner selling kilos or robbing people or breaking into people's houses or running from the police or jumping on women. 2 Chainz is not doing any of that. 2 Chainz is able to get on CNN, MSNBC, and hold conversations and interviews because 2 Chainz understands. And that's how you have to be. You have to be able to comprehend and understand, and you have to follow examples of the lifestyle you want to lead.
So find someone moving the way you'd like to move, model that to a certain extent, right?
And use your own experiences and say, well, obviously he didn't get caught breaking into a 7-Eleven to get to be at the point where he is now. So he didn't do that, and look where he is now. So if I do this without any type of template to show me that you can do this and still make it to where I want to be, I shouldn't do that.
Facts.
And I try to tell kids, but and I'm glad I just started it, because the biggest advice that I give kids, especially young Black or young kids of color, is that you don't have to get in trouble in order to have fun. You don't have to. They're not one. You can have one without the other. You don't have to get in trouble to have fun. Because when we was growing up, we didn't have all of this electronic stuff. So we had to go outside. We had to build a clubhouse, or we had to jump ramps, or we had to climb trees, or we had to, we had to do stuff, learn how. Some of the best gymnasts in the world are out the hood and never have an opportunity to go show what they can do without those springs and mats. I've seen people do flips, back flips, like they've been training doing
3 blocks, nonstop, 3 blocks. Just doing spring, just boom, 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 boom. Yeah.
Because that was a kid that went outside.
Yeah.
Right, and he played and he had fun. But then again, at the same time, Miss Johnson can send you home if you do something wrong.
Man,
you do something wrong now, Miss Johnson's scared to still live in the neighborhood where you live in, let alone chastise you.
Miss Johnson used to be able to put hands on you if it can't. Miss Johnson had permission from Big Nick. If you see him doing stuff that you would put hands on your kid, but see, it was a community. We all knew each other, so you knew Miss Johnson. You knew how she was raising her kids. You knew, it was a community, man. Everybody wasn't just moving around and selling property. Even if Big Nick sold the house after his grandma passed or something, it stayed in the family, so people knew. Right. They knew it was always family, but at some point, man, we just gave all that up, man, and started just moving to the suburbs, I guess.
That leads me for you. So great minds think alike. That leads me right into what I was going to say. I know you are going to get it, and I know Word is going to get this. So, and it's not negative. It's just you have to use, think about it. The worst thing that happened to our community was when we started making $10, $11, $12, $13, $14, $15 an hour because we moved out of our community. And when you move out that community, you no longer a part of it. So what happens in that community is none of your business anymore. So that's what happened. That's what happened. We started making money. We started moving away and we try to forget about. I love being from my hood. I wouldn't change my childhood for nothing in the world.
Yeah,
man.
Do I want to live in my childhood? No. But do I still love my childhood and talk about it and go through that? Absolutely. Absolutely. Because it's impossible for you to hit $30 million and still live in the hood. You can't win the lottery for $30 million and still live in the hood. You're going to outgrow wherever you live at in the hood. So I don't want to hear about how money don't change you. Absolutely. It shouldn't change you as a person, but you got to live up under the hood. You can't own no 80-inch TV. You can't buy that Bentley you want. You know what I mean? So you have to change, but you don't have to change as a person.
Well, and here's I'm gonna break this down, and I know you can appreciate this too, Big Nick, because this is what we do. We what do you call it? Thought experiment, right?
Thought experiment. Yep.
Because I was watching the Silverbacks on the sports show. What's my man name? Brandon Marshall.
Right. I love him. Oh my God. Ain't
Yes.
that the best show on YouTube?
Yes.
I'm so proud of them brothers, man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what I aspire to
Yes.
be.
Yes. That's what you are. So here, check it out. Check it out, Big Nick. That's what you are, and we're getting there, bro. We're getting there. We're already there. We're already there. But bro, so they were
We own
talking.
that space. They own that space. I'm not surprised. Something else.
Oh yeah, man, that's his space. That's their space. They got that, right? But so they got that. They got that. They got the right cast and everything. But they were talking about Brandon Marshall's premise was, you know, that the NFL could lose just like the NBA players did and get control of their own affairs more so if they all banded together. And the players were saying it can't happen. There's too many players, and players in the NFL ain't making money. And I'm out there thinking there's a big word, you know, sacrifice.
Right.
You know, and it's easy for me to say. It's easy for the one that's not in that position to say, man, just sacrifice all that. Right, Big Nick? You know, sacrifice everything you built for the people.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
It's easy for me to say it. Right. And that's kind of what their you know, what their little battle was. Yeah.
I think as a people, I'm speaking particularly to us, to our community, to Blacks in America. The reason why it would be hard for us to sacrifice is because we have no identity of self, right? So as soon as I leave that space because I don't appreciate what the man is doing as far as this, there's gonna be another brother jump right in there. You're gonna jump right in there. See, and that's why I hold up. That's why I hold up Atlanta, the whole martyr. They almost brought down that government transportation system. They made the government come to them and say, okay, y'all can ride on the bus wherever y'all want to ride.
Can you imagine trying to motivate your community, bro, to walk to work? Piling cars.
What about the simple things? The simple things that we can all do. Let's not support the corner stores till they start supporting our neighborhoods.
Man.
We don't have to go in there. And I guarantee you, they can't go 2 days without going in there. They will hire people. They will give away turkeys on Thanksgiving. When the last time you seen one of those corner stores that's not ran by us in our community have a turkey giveaway on Thanksgiving?
Man. Do anything.
Anything. Sponsor all of them league football team.
Like, did you see that store, man? I was watching the George Floyd case. Man, they enterprising in that store. They got everything going on in that store. You know how much money they were making on top of money, selling cell phones, selling this. I bet you Floyd was selling loose cigarettes for him out front, rest his soul, because it makes no sense that they would have flipped I'm digressing, but passed a phony money and just sat out there and waited for the police.
And the dude, what really, we can get on, but what the dude really, the store owner really pissed me off about. This is how they feel about us. He had the nerve to say, I don't think George knew that was a fake $20 bill. Because George ain't that type of dude. Then if you don't believe George thought that was a fake $20 bill, then just say, George, that money ain't real, bro. That's it. What you calling the cops for?
Do you know my granddad ran businesses, and I know other people who ran businesses. Do you know that all the business owner has to do is take that money to the bank? That's all the business owner has to do is take that money to their bank. The bank will replace that money and send that money back to the government, send it to the FBI or whoever, the Treasury. Yes, and that money gets replaced. That's all they have to do, and they know it. There's nothing in the playbook that says call the police, chase this person down the street, you know, he's passing fake money, because the government wants to trace it and find out where the money's coming from.
And what other people fail to realize about us is that we as Black people are our heaviest critics. They don't seem to understand that or believe that, but we are our heaviest critics. We don't let stuff slide.
No, we don't.
When you do dirt to us or with us or represent us, we will call you out. Do that mean we won't embrace you back into the fold? No, it don't mean that we will not embrace you into the fold, back into the fold. With that being said,
we'll also not call other people out either.
We don't.
At the same time.
You're absolutely right. And with that being said, is that you don't hear any Black people, real, and I hate to use the term real Black people, even bringing up the point that Floyd may have had drugs in his system. Because we know how people with drugs in their system, they don't just die. I don't care what you say. So we don't, that's a non-starter for us.
Right.
We don't care he has fentanyl in his system. We don't care about that. We don't bring.
But that is white supremacy. I'm watching doctors and people talk all this nonsense, and I watch them knee, and I've got white friends that I can't call white supremacists. They've never been around Black people like that. But they're like, well, what do you think about, and did you hear they had drugs in his system? So what? Did you hear he had a knee on his neck for 9 minutes and was screaming and he couldn't breathe?
Right. Or did you ever hear any other Black people bring up he had drugs in his system? So like, yeah, okay, he got drugs in his system. My mother was on drugs for 30 years.
Big Nick, if you would have need your op down like that in the evidence and you're in court in Florida and your attorney was saying, well, the victim had drugs in his system, he would be disbarred, like laughed out of court. You would fire your attorney.
Right, but they got like, and they only villainize us. They only villainize us. They don't villainize anyone else. I'm sure that boy Kyle Rittenhouse, whatever the hell his name is, I'm sure if the FBI dug it, if media, not the FBI, it's just media just dig into his life. They might say, well, you know, when he was 7 years old, he used to touch all his cousins in their private spots. That might come up. But they never do that.
They never do it.
He's a trouble kid. That's all. He's just a trouble kid.
That's it. That's it. He just needs some help. You know, he's a good looking kid. He had some hard times. You know what I mean? Right. But what I say though, I'm saying how we're lexicon changing. We have to not be so hard on ourselves and so judgmental. To your earlier point, we have to learn some of that out of our playbook. You know, this kid from our community, he's an extremist. He just needs to get the help he get. Like, we just pile on, bro. Like, what gives us the right to be so judgmental of our own community, right? And so if you think about it, white people are right to do that.
I think I know the key. I think I know the answer. It's very unpopular. I know I'm going to get some.
We think we're white, but I didn't mean to cut you off. What are you about to say?
The reason for that is, and I strongly believe it, and it makes sense, we as Black people in America rejected everything about slavery except Jesus.
Wow. Wow.
And where's the root coming from? What is justifying all of this hatred and what's going on? What is it stem from? They believe they're superior because of their God. That's why they had slaves. They justify slavery, really.
Wow.
Honor your master the way you honor your father.
Well, you know, you bring a point out. I was thinking, man, why don't we bum rush their churches more often? Right? Just go to the most conservative place on a Sunday and just bum rush and sit down and see what the hell they talking about.
Brother, because that brother standing, not the brother literally next to you, but that brother out there, you think that's the same God. That's the one thing, he's all our God. He's the same God. They don't understand that. They won't bum rush the church because they feel like they're bum rushing their God. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right. And I can get deep into this, brother, because one thing I love is information. Whether I subscribe to it or not, I just want to know facts. And you know, voodoo didn't get turned dirty until the Europeans got hold to it.
What didn't?
Voodoo.
Yeah.
Voodoo,
Yeah.
It didn't become taboo and evil and devil worship until the Europeans told us it was.
Well, it was their misunderstanding of it. Correct.
Right. And you know, and
Yeah,
like I tell people,
voodoo is
I don't
rooted.
do voodoo.
Well, voodoo is rooted in Africa.
Right. Now I don't subscribe to religion, period, right? But I'm just saying there's certain things that are ours, right? And I try to tell people this as well, brother. If they took your land, if they took your family, if they took your name, they gave you their land, they gave you their family, they gave you their name. You don't think they'll take your God and give you theirs?
Absolutely. Man, they changed Egypt's name.
Everything.
Yeah. So, you know, stole the alphabet and science. So, but
What happened to the nose of the Sphinx? What happened to the nose of the Sphinx? What happened to the nose?
Napoleon.
See, they don't talk about that.
Napoleon.
Yeah.
Supposedly blasted it off.
Absolutely.
Man,
the Statue of Liberty looked just like Aunt Joanne. But guess what? When we sent it here, they said, "Oh hell no!" So the artist said, "I changed that, but I'm keeping them some chains on my legs because I need the world to know that this is an homage to the slave, that y'all freed the slave." So I do that. I make them look European, but I'm not taking them slaves, them chains off.
Facts. Let me ask you real quick, Big Nick, just to kind of, shift gears just a little bit. What's your take on reparations?
You have to be realistic with reparations, right? In my opinion, let me take a drink.
Go ahead, bro. Take your time.
You have to be realistic with reparations, right? Like I stated before, the government only receives money from taxpayers, right? So it's not like a revenue source that's generated by the government outside of taxpayers. So the money part be cool, but we have to be tempered with the money part. I'd rather have my reparations be in the form of land. If you give me some land, you don't have to give me $1.
Facts.
You give me some land. It don't have to be 40 acres. You give me 5 acres and I'm good because I know what I can do with 5 acres of land.
You give me an acre and a half and surround me around the right people, we Gucci. Man, acre and a half. Acre and a half in a Tesla, I'm good.
I want to look out for my family's future. I do want to do that with that 5 acres of land. But if that highway got to make it way through there, I'm listening.
Man.
I'm listening, highway. I can go build it. I can get this legacy somewhere else. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
I'm listening, highway. You want to put a highway, a turnpike, a rail, or whatever, I'm listening.
Then it's gonna come back to the bread. But I hear in the reparations, but one thing I'll add though, because Self Love and I did a show on reparations, corporate taxes too. The corporations got there's corporations that's been around since pre-slavery. They got a debt to pay, and they should be able to fund a good portion of the reparations.
Absolutely. Warren Buffett, who's no friend to me and yours as far as economics goes, but he do want America to thrive. And Warren Buffett said there's nowhere in the world that me being the third or fourth richest man in the world should pay less taxes than my secretary.
Correct.
Yet he still did it.
Yeah, absolutely.
He still did it. And I would still do it too. Because what? Am I just gonna give money to the government?
Right.
These are questions we gotta ask. Like, I'm saying if I don't have to.
Right. I'm not. That's facts.
Right. Now the question is what are you doing with the money that you're not giving to the government?
Right. And all these people that's crying about there's no jobs while they're wearing Nike on their feet. But there will be jobs if you would take what Nike can afford to pay you. But see, not necessarily what a Nike could afford to pay you, but if you didn't demand to work in this Nike shop for $23 an hour, then it might be some jobs over here because over in China, they want 65 cents an hour.
Right. Well, see, now you're talking about now you're talking about greed, and that's two different.
But I'm not mad at them, so I'm not mad at them because we allow it to happen.
And Big Nick, it's two different economic schools of thoughts, because I feel like, our greatest financial societies that we had as black men, Musa and all those cats, they were spending bread. Like I think what made Black Wall Street, because of the way we spend money. I think because we don't naturally squeeze it, Nick, because we got that you only live once mentality, probably going all the way back to our ancestors. Yeah, you're gonna leave some for your kids, but you are showing your kid how to get his. You're showing him how to get his, and you're gonna leave him a foundation, but you're gonna show him how to get his. Right? And how to start investing at an early age so that when he gets older, it's less labor. You know, this comes from knowledge. And I'm thinking, bro, because Self Love and I, we're starting a society, Silverdale, and I want us to spend, but I want it to all be recirculating in our community, you know, and that's what made Black Wall Street great. Because somebody said there's going to be a kid that's going to shovel the snow. There's going to be these little shoe shine boys. There's going to be, you know what I'm saying? And so I don't think we should overpay. I'm saying, no, the more money, it's I don't know what the sweet spot is on that, Nick, because the more money the people in my society can earn, then the more money they can spend. The problem, I think, comes in when people start hoarding the money out of fear.
Well, that's assuming that your project can actually happen, because you have to remember, in order for that to happen, you have to understand that you will be taking $1.3 trillion out of the United States
coffers.
You know,
Yeah.
And I don't know many countries that allow that to happen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a different dynamic with us, because the brainwashing is actually literally in our DNA. So, you know, like literally, because of all of the protesting that just happened recently, people are just even starting to understand Black Wall Street. Some people never even heard of Juneteenth. You know, because we rely so much on other people to inform us.
Man.
So when they stop talking about it, we stop talking about it. You know, like the average person on the street corner can't name 10 unarmed Black people that was killed by police.
Nah. Bro.
I can name 10 right now immediately.
It's so many names that
but it's so many, but you know the names, they just jumbled in your head because there's so many of them.
Yeah.
They wouldn't know where to start. They're gonna start with the most famous ones. They're gonna start with George Floyd, and they're gonna start with the kid out of Florida, Trayvon Martin. They're not gonna mention Tamir Rice, Walter Scott, Sandra Bland, Alejandro Castillo, Stephon Clark. They're not gonna mention none of the Eric Gardner,
Elijah McClain.
They're not gonna mention any of these people because the media stopped talking about it. And that's where they rely on information to come from people who's willing to hand it to them.
Yeah. And soon as
but everybody was talking about that $1,400 though.
And everybody was talking about my man's Satan shoes and yeah. We talk about whatever they tell us to talk about. I've been preaching that for years, man. It's crazy.
So let's go on the low end of those Satan shoes. Even if nobody was, they did sell out. But even if the case wasn't that, just by them talking about it and an amount of publicity, I say the low end, I say the brother made $1 million just off his name being in people's mouth.
Man.
That's the low end. That's the low end.
That's very low.
Just off people talking about it.
Of him going off all the viral, off everything spinning. That's low end, like you said. Yep.
Because of those shoes, he has a new song out that I never heard of. I'm not a fan of the guy. But when I heard him talking about the shoes and there was a song about him giving the devil a lap dance, you know what I did? I went to YouTube. Now, if he owns that YouTube channel and it's monetized, how many people did what Big Nick did and when he made that video a lot of money?
Bro, he had millions of views. Millions, like 60 million views. So if it's say $10 for 1,000 views, you do the math.
You do the math. Bro, I do it every month.
You know what I mean?
Should be doing it too.
Hey, and Nick, and they don't understand, and it's into perpetuity. You know what I mean? It just keeps going. Man, as long as they keep watching, it just keeps going. But no, we ain't there yet, Nick. But we
on our way.
Yeah, we
I hope I can help y'all get there.
Yeah,
salute
we
you. Hope I
hey
get y'all get there, brother.
we on our way, sir. That's big love, bro.
My first video be coming up 3 years ago this month, right? My first video, still making money, bro.
Yeah.
Wow.
I ain't even go back and look at that video. I probably didn't even tell you the name of the video. But it's still making money.
Because a person will come across your video and then they be like, well, let me look at his most viewed. Well, let me look at his first one. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that's because I do that for every new person I subscribe with.
Yep.
I got a certain thing I got to do first. You know what I mean? I got to look at the most viewed. I got to look at the most recent post.
Right.
And I got to look at the first post because people been change up on you, man. I've had people, man, you know, Trump. Not that, you know, I'm judging.
Right.
And then, you know, later on down the line, they, you know, Democrats. Right.
Yeah.
And I'm subscribed. And I got to try to make sense out of all of it. You know what I'm saying?
And two things. Well, one thing that's very important to me when I find somebody new and I look at their channel, right? I want to look at their like you said, I want to look at their previous posts. And I want to look at, is this original content? I want to look at it, you putting other people's stuff up, you know, or does that have to do with what you're doing now? And so it's a lot of things I judge. And when you guys do get monetized, which is going to be very soon, when you guys do get monetized, you're going to start being a lot more conscious of your family members watching YouTube and not watching your stuff. You know how much money you're making them? How many subscribers they got? 4 million subscribers.
But Big Nick, that's Silverdale though, bro. And you will have a property in Silverdale. I'm gonna send you a link. You will have a property there. I'm not saying you'll have to live there full time, but bro, it's gonna be the Silverbacks, and that's our mentality, bro. That's ours. All of this is ours.
I just want to be on the education board. That's all.
Man, that's love, bro.
That's all I want to be on the education board.
Because you ain't gonna have no police to mess with, because they're gonna all be trained by you up front. You know what I mean? They're gonna have to go through the Big Nick training first, make sure they know these policies.
And they're gonna be proportionate. They're gonna be proportionate. You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't gonna pull up in 98% blacks with 17 cops and not one of them black.
Big Nick, you gotta live in the community. You can't go drive into cop land. No, if you gonna police my neighborhood, I expect you to be at the grocery store with us. That way we know we all 100. We all in this thing together. I can't come from Chicago and fly into South Florida every day and then start policing y'all.
There you go. There you go. And I need you to look like me too. If that's not too much of a bother. Because I tell people this all the time. And I know we get real close to that edge when you get a little sensitivity when you talk about race, especially coming from us, because people want us to be racist so bad.
Don't they?
And I try to inform them that it's impossible for me to be a racist because I don't control in the industry.
Facts.
That's just over their head. They can't.
They
can't. Now, it's even difficult for a black man to be prejudiced. Although we can, but even that's difficult to prejudge, right? Because I'm not prejudging nothing based upon the history I've read and things that have happened. But go ahead, bro.
I'll give you bigotry, but I can't give you a race.
No. Yeah, I might give you. Yeah, I can give you bigotry. I can, but not necessarily towards pink people. It's real hard. It's real hard because of our history with them. That's all I'm saying.
Absolutely. And the biggest thing is for me, when a black officer comes, when I'm in the hood, right? And I'm not always recording, but I am in the hood a lot. And you know, we can get a little ratchet in the hood. So when there's a family dispute that is spilled out into the yard, into the road, and all the neighbors outside looking at it, black officer pull up on the scene, bro, on site is de-escalated.
Correct.
On site of us seeing a black officer is de-escalated.
Now, Nick, imagine if I was part of your community. I could come in between y'all and be like, Nick, cool out. But if I'm a stranger, I just see two silverbacks going at it. One of them might have a bat, and he had a bat, and he looked at me, and his eyes was budging, and I start shooting. You know what I mean?
Right. Absolutely.
That's what we're getting in our community, and that's got to stop.
Or I'm about to come in here and bust some heads to keep the peace. Well, we don't need to be bust head. All that girl is doing, she want her damn iPhone charger back. That's how we get out.
Man. And then if y'all wouldn't have came over here writing cases, we was gonna drink a couple of beers, eat, smoke one, and everybody was gonna be all right.
Somebody, auntie, mama, somebody was gonna come home and make that little boy give it charges. It
Man.
was gonna be over.
But I mean, you raise a good point though, but I don't need somebody in blackface coming around there policing us, and you know what I'm talking about. Those guys that come around there, they look black, they sound black, but they're just parrots and puppets.
Right. You notice your sore thumb, don't you? When you hurt your thumb, you notice that, don't you?
Yeah.
Right. We notice them too. You know that. That's something you can never say. I don't care what that. We notice them. We know what
Yeah.
So we notice by the way you sitting around here looking like, oh, this is foreign to you.
Man.
I got videos when I tell a brother to come on back home. Man, come on back home, brother. Quit tripping, man. Come on home, man.
Man.
Tripping. You act like your lights will never cut off, bro.
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, you act like your cousin. You act like your little cousins don't live on the next block. You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You act like you always had sugar in your house. Come on, man. You don't have that little corner of sugar and you poured it in the picture anyway, hoping to get a taste out. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, like your cousin don't live 2 houses down from you. Come on, man.
Hey, but you got away with him though, Big Nick, and I've been watching your boy Joe Cool too, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all got away. I noticed how 12 they'll come up in a certain way, and then they're like, you know what I mean? Let me calm down. Like this guy knows stuff. I had one of them tried to tell you were making up.
Penal code. Yeah, a real penal code that he should know, that he actually deal with every day. Every day. That's your
right.
That's your number one penal code that you deal with right there.
But I don't know if you've ever seen them trying to look through the
He takes their power right away. They be like, they coming over there like, I'm in charge.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell him. I'm gonna
bing.
Oh, wait a minute.
Word get 1,000,000 points. That's the number one answer right there. I take it away immediately.
Yeah, you do.
That's what I do. I take your power away. So
what's your name and your badge number?
Yeah.
And not only that, we established that I'm not breaking the law. So anything outside of the parameters of what your job is just another dude to be on.
Right.
And I've heard people say, auditors say, is this a consensual conversation? Because you know what I mean? Otherwise, I don't talk to y'all. Right. Now, we just talking because, they be running their games and writing reports and shit. Right? Because if it's consensual, this can't be used, really.
No, it can be used. It can be used. A consensual conversation is just that I can walk away.
Ah, okay. But thanks for clearing that up.
I don't have to give you my name.
Yeah.
I don't have to do anything.
Yeah. You're not under investigation. You're not being investigated. So you can say something in a consensual conversation that can get you part of the investigation.
Absolutely. Look, the number one job, period. That first question. This is why any lawyer worth his salt would tell you, don't answer questions, period.
Man.
Because one question leads to the next question. Do you know how fast you was going? I think I was going about 65.
Well, why did it take you so long to react like that? Most people don't react like that. Well, Tori said, why did Tori say you was born in 64? I don't know. Ask Tori. Why are you being so belligerent? Belligerent? What are you talking about? He's belligerent. And then it's all up in there. And then they get the 12 ladies in the jury say he was angry and belligerent. And he said this.
And he admitted he was doing 85. Do you know how fast this should be the appropriate answer? Do you know why I pulled you over today? I don't. Well, do you have any idea how fast you was going? I don't ask the question. I don't ask the question because as soon as you agree to what you was going a little fast, when you said, yeah, I might have been going a little fast.
I mean, that's a good point. Or even if you try to tell 12, like say if the speed limit was 35 and you was doing 55, and if you said, you know how fast you was going, and you say 35, they get mad anyway, don't they? Anything you say, they use it against you. You wasn't going 35, right. I wouldn't stop you if you was going 35. You're right. So you best off to just say, I don't answer questions.
I don't answer questions, buddy. Where you headed at? I don't answer questions related to this traffic stop. Well, but see me, I'm so seasoned with it. I wish a cop would ask you where I'm going at.
Man,
I'm going to your mammy house. I'm going to go to your mama house.
Man, that always pissed me off. But see, let me tell you, he's kept the camera rolling.
Right.
Yes. You got to have that camera rolling because you got every right to say that when that camera's rolling. Because I was watching, was it Big Nick? I think it was you. Bro, 12 got so mad he started pressing buttons on his camera. He was literally cutting his camera off, man. It was literally, but it was out of a habit. You know what I mean? He I don't subconscious, yeah. He came, he was like, and he started. I was like, man, I'm like, wow. So they used to doing that when they coming at you, cut their camera off.
And a lot of my videos, a lot of things that I say and do, you know, I speak directly to my community, and I speak through Melanie. You know what I'm saying? You know the video where I told the black sergeant, the deputy, I was like, "Me too, officer." Right? Now, people who don't look like us, they think I went in on that lady. But people that look like us, no, I was so sweet with that lady. I was just playing around with her. I didn't go off. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you was respectful. Yeah.
Right. I was just making a good video because whenever a cop do, and I know that's their job, they need to protect themselves. They want to look at your person to see if they see any balls. You might have a weapon. They don't know you. You might freak out. So I know they do that, right? But that just irritates me.
But you're saying that was common banter in our community, right? And other people can't see that, and they want to take that too far.
Right. You know, just I mean, a brother or a sister law enforcement officer, they have to really be blackface for me to go off.
Yeah.
For me to go off, right? Because look, brother, you probably was a minority hire. You know what I'm saying? You know what it's like. You go and been through it. I'm gonna chill on you, man. But do your job better. But if you straight up, oh man, that's Big Nick, he's an asshole. And you a brother?
Then you already know you can only imagine him in behind closed doors in the precinct, the type of stuff he's saying if he's doing that in public.
He laughing at everything.
Man.
He laughing at everything.
Man. Hey, Big Nick, I'm gonna park your thing right quick, and we're gonna take a short one, man, like 5 minutes, bro. We'll be right back.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Great conversation. So we're gonna take a minute, stretch our legs, clear our minds, and get back. But we got a couple of videos I want you to check out. Brother Ernest Thomas give us a tip. Got the black educator letting us, big up in the show. And then we got our advertisers. And we'll be back. Love that song.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Hitting the wrong button out there. Production. What's going on with you, production? What are you doing out there, production?
Yeah.
It will cost you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it'll cost you. So yeah, well, want to shift gears, and that was a great conversation getting into Kojic, and that's the Church of God in Christ for anybody who doesn't know. The biggest mistakes that you see from actors, or I should say aspiring actors.
Yeah. What do I see?
That you may see from aspiring actors.
It is that they speak the negative. They want it overnight. And this is for me dealing with in the last 40 years, advising, having been a manager, and I wasn't trying to be a manager, but it was forced upon me with these young people kept saying, manage me. And the thing is, their belief when Jesus said, "Oh, ye of little faith,"
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, don't you get it?
Mm-hmm.
You can have the faith the size of a mustard seed. Don't think you're gonna have it all together. You're gonna have this super faith all the time. You cannot open your mouth and speak the negative. right? I said the whole time I came here in '75, and I got a show, a top 10 show within a year, but no one ever got me to say it ain't gonna happen. I don't care how negative they were. I could have cried all night long, baby, and I did. When I took a shower, put that suit on, and people are like, look at that fool. Hey man, you still gonna have a show? I said, sure will. Yeah, God told me. And they laughing, they cracking up laughing, and I keep moving, you know. And anyone that came up to me, yeah, brother. So what you here for? I said, I'm trying to get. Yeah, but you know it's hard. So I got to stop you right there. Okay.
Man.
Jesus says, ask anything in my name, and I quit. I said, so God bless you, and move on. I ain't got no time. Get.
And you know that story of Noah's Ark? Noah stayed busy doing that. So as they were talking and jeering at him, Noah was steady crafting that ark.
That's right.
So
yes.
as people are jeering, instead of listening to that, and then go ahead, Self. Instead of listening to that, just craft your skill. Go ahead, Self Love.
People will speak spells in your life if you let them.
Yes.
They will speak spells in your life. They will try to have you spellbound from their words, from their fear, from their fear.
Yes.
You know, and fear is a low vibration, and we say it's an illusion here.
Yes.
With the Self Love Show. And man.
And you had actually tell me, oh, I've been here 20, man, how are you? That ain't right, man, for you to think. They actually said, it ain't right for me to actually think that I could come there that quick, right? Because they've been there 20 years. They ain't got nothing to do with me.
As a man thinketh in his heart.
So is he. Yeah. And anything a mind can conceive, he could achieve. And that's proved in quantum science. You know, if you go to observe it, I asked somebody, we were talking and we were talking about the sun, and the sun provides light, which is food energy for plants. They call that photosynthesis, and that's the plant's melanin. And then you have secondary eaters, and those are the herbivores, like your deer, for instance. They're going to eat the plants, so they're getting that energy secondhand. And then you have your like a wolf, they'll come around and eat the deer, and they're getting the information third hand. My question is, and this is something to postulate, and I haven't meditated on it yet, what does the sun get?
Wow, that's good.
And the sun has to be getting something.
Yes.
Right.
Reciprocal situation.
Wow. That's a heavy question.
That's the question.
As much lip as I got, you got me there. You shut me up right there.
You ain't got lip like
man. Thank you guys for inviting me on. Thank you. Great format. Very solid. It don't have that low budget movie feel. You know what I'm saying? And we get that a lot in the Black community, for real. Like, people look at us to be fuck ups. They look at us to be low budget. They look at us to be ignorant, stuttering, and use a whole bunch of and all of that. But no, they got the real deal on here. That everybody know who Torian Mills is, baby. They know.
Hey, well, bro,
they're so ignorant.
Ignorant. Hey, but this platform's your platform. This platform's my platform. From Inglewood, California to
the
Chicago,
South Shore.
Crazy thing about it,
this platform is
made for you and me.
It's made for you.
The crazy and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. I was trying to get out the end of the preamble, but go ahead, bro.
Attention everyone. Introducing Sayrica Africa's all-new cell phone touchscreen crossbag.
Purchase the bag.
This bag enables you to be able to talk, text, and email without coming fully in contact with the screen, making it coronavirus safe.
Better bag.
This bag makes your phone easily accessible, being around your neck, which means no more misplacing your phone.
Better bag.
This crossbag also protects your phone from any fall damage, so no more money spent to fix screens. The bag is also waterproof too, which means no more water damage. This bag also has compartments to store items such as cards and IDs. These are easily accessible as well as the phone. So buy now at sayricaafrica.com.
I'ma show the world what they don't know. I'ma be the one. I'ma be the one when I'm done. Ain't lying, y'all.
Woo! This is what we about. Make it anywhere. Welcome back to the Self Love Show. Having a great show. It's a blessing. Big Nick is here.
Yes,
And
sir.
we're going to get into the second half. And get the bag. First of all, hold on. Sorry. Get the bag. Our sponsor, advertising. Our sponsor, SayEurekaAfrica.com. Check it out. Plenty of great stuff.
By the bag.
By the bag. By the bag. Get the bag. You can use it out there. The show. So we're gonna get into the second half. We're gonna talk about the 12 training. Get into some quick hits in the game.
Yeah, buddy. We got
Yes,
one
sir.
special lined up for Big Nick, bro. We got a special the game lined up for this brother. If I made it this far, big up Trifo.
Hey, yeah, I didn't greet you properly, brother. My brother Big Nick, thank you so much for doing this. I mean, you jumped on and, you know, things got a little scrambled and we got back. Thank you so much for doing this, man. We greatly appreciate you, bro.
Hey, man, I appreciate you brothers more than you know, man. You know, one of my main things is to always let my brothers know that my platform is going to be used to promote us.
Yeah.
All
No
the
doubt.
time. So it's always a pleasure.
It's a blessing.
I got some good news and some bad news. Which one y'all want from me?
Let's start out. We always go with the bad news. That way we can sprinkle it off with the good news, brother.
She's hungry.
Yeah, no, it's her birthday, bro. It's her birthday.
If she's hungry, it's her birthday. The good news is, if you guys will invite me back Monday, I'm there.
Monday? That's on Self Love. You know we do Tuesdays and Wednesdays, but
I'm there in the Tuesday, Wednesday.
Okay, let's do Tuesday, bro.
Let's do Tuesday, man. I'm there for you. Whenever you call, man, I'm gonna be there for you, man. It's
Hey,
just
bro.
that I
Hey.
was so busy.
Salute.
I was so busy worrying about her birthday coming
Nick,
up. Is that when
no
you gave me
need.
that date?
Nick, no need, man.
Yeah.
Hey, feed your woman, man. Feed your woman, bro. You know, and we'll do this, bro.
Happy born day.
Yes, enjoy your day.
We appreciate your time, man, more than you know. So, man,
Let me get it
thank
so
you.
she can hear you.
Happy born day. Enjoy.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
enjoy your day. Happy turn around to burn, and take care of Big Nick. He's a great dude.
Yes,
Always. Thank you.
All right, Big
As
Nick, man.
always, Silver Back. There's nothing but love from this end, brother.
Hey, handle your business, Nick. We gonna I'm gonna reach out to you tomorrow, bro.
All right, that's what's up, man. Anytime y'all need me, I'm gonna be there, man. I apologize once again, but Tuesday I'm there for you.
Bro, hey, no need, man. I know how that is. Hey, feed your lady on her birthday, bro. We're gonna do this Tuesday, man.
Be safe, my brother.
Hey, 1 million.
Yes, sir.
Big Nick.
Big
we're gonna say the game for Tuesday, bro. We're gonna save it for Tuesday.
that makes all the sense in the world.
I got a special one made up for Big Nick too, bro. I had a
Yeah.
And I want to get into some stories, bro. I want to get into the stories.
Yeah. Man. So it's divine, order. That's the way we got to look at this. You know what I mean? He agreed to come on, and he needed to fulfill his responsibilities, and it'll make for a longer, better, next encounter.
Facts.
Yeah.
And we got through the first part, so we can get into more of how to move.
Right.
You know what I mean? It'll just be strictly how to move.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But production, since we're winging it here, whenever y'all get a chance, I think we put one on with the new show for Thursday. We want to run that on TATN. We're happy about that. That one's mouthpiece included. And so
all right, production's getting it loaded up.
Oh yeah, that's going to be a sports. That's going to be a sports, political, sports edgy thing. Yeah, right. We're going to talk sports, politics, locker room talk. Right on. TATN. TATN wonders.
TATN.
What would have happened if you took multiple silverbacks, put them in the same conference, and had them discuss sports, politics from an urban point of view? Mouthpiece included. Yes, sir. Guard your grill. Knuckle up. Man, he took a... Well, I don't know what he thought he was smelling.
And you know, your San Francisco quarterback, I'm sure nobody ever heard of him.
This guy. Donald Trump.
I'm just reporting the news. There was an article today. I love to report the news, and then they said I made a mistake, right? I said, no, the people reporting the news made a mistake if it's wrong. But there was an article today, it's reported, that NFL owners don't want to pick them up because they don't want to get a nasty tweet from Donald Trump. You believe that?
But some fans still wanted to take a selfie with him and get his autograph.
I would not have done what he had done.
You could voice your opinion, yes you can, you're in America, but not with your uniform. I don't believe that he should have done that in the uniform because he represents my 49ers.
Talk about Donkey of the Day, and you said that's one of the times you gave it to me. That's fair, but I don't hear you saying a single word just now that I disagreed with. Okay. So what's the problem? Well, I mean, where did the problem lie in terms of what I had to say about
He's exercising his constitutional right to make a statement. I think there's a long history of sports figures doing so. I think there are a lot of ways you can do it. As a general matter, when it comes to the flag and the national anthem and the meaning that holds for our men and women in uniform and those who fought for us, you know, that is a tough thing for them to get past.
Let me start by saying I appreciate y'all coming out. That means a lot to me. Our biggest thing with everything today was making sure we had transparency in what went on. We weren't getting that elsewhere, so we came out here. It's important that y'all are here. Y'all been attacked for the last 3 years. Y'all continue to be attacked. We appreciate what y'all do. We appreciate you being here today. We appreciate the work you do for the people and telling the truth. That's what we want in everything. I've been ready for 3 years. I've been denied for 3 years. We all know why. I came out here, showed it today in front of everybody. We have nothing to hide. So we're waiting for the 32 owners, the 32 teams, Roger Goodell, all of them to stop running. Stop running from the
Said I had no shot like the backboard. Now walking.
Yeah. It's gonna be Thursday. Right here on TATN.
Grab the tree. Pass it to me. You know I got it, baby.
Yo to that noob Colin Kaepernick. May do some stand up. So we got I want to say 4 silverbacks confirmed for Thursday. We're gonna have Tory Wordsmith. We're gonna have myself. We're also gonna have DJ E
Prado.
How do you do it tough? It's too late to roll my R's.
Prado. E Prado.
So we got DJ E Prado from Chatham. All right, no relation. DJ E Prado, no relation, from Chatham. Big sports head, sports figure. He's also a Navy guy, just like Big Nick, right?
Okay.
Yeah. He's a midshipman. Isn't that what they call him? Midshipman? Yeah.
I know because some of them that I'm not. Is it everybody?
Right. Some of them are seamen and some of them are midshipmen. You think?
Yeah, I think there's some other vernacular.
Well, that'll be one of our questions for Big Nick. Oh, well, no, we'll ask DJ E.
Prado.
Yeah, well. Yeah, DJ Prado, no relation. And then we got Ace. You know, this guy, he's a silverback. He's a Jackie Robinson West coach, Little League. Yeah, that's right. This guy's, boy, he loves sports so much, he'll watch anybody play sports. Remember that stuff? He'll watch any game. Boy, it could be the...
What are you watching, Ace?
Badminton in South China. You know what I mean? And he's watching it. And into it.
I was at Ace's last night.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jazzy was in town. He stayed.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Jazzy.
He stayed with them, and he was leaving. He stayed on the west side last night and went back today. But yeah, we went by there, man. We had a good old time.
Yeah, I'm not gonna ask you if y'all had any good old corn liquor. I'm not gonna ask you that on live public forum.
Because I'm not gonna say that of course I had some. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. That's
Boy.
Uncle Joe's
recipe
daughter and son-in-laws.
Oh, so it's the same pipeline. We're not gonna say there's a pipeline that is the same. I mean, is it the same recipe as far as you're not going to say?
I have no idea.
All right, what's good?
No knowledge or information.
It's good that we don't have any knowledge or any idea. Yeah, it's great.
Don't ever complain about that out there.
We're not even going to say there was any of that going on. So,
right.
Yeah. Right. Big ups, though. And then, all right, so I said Ace, Tory Wordsmith, myself, DJ
Prado.
Yeah, and then we got another Spanish sounding type of name from the Inglewood area, and that's going to be Cortez.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Huh?
Okay.
Yeah, so we're going to unpack to knee or not to knee. That is the question.
Absolutely.
And we've invited local silverbacks, you know, Big Nick, you know, the offers on the table for him and some other people. Yeah. They may slide through, but for this week, it's you know, we've got our host, and if there's anybody out here, we're going to do this on a week-to-week basis. All right, it's not going to be a pull-up. It's not going to be a open panel type of thing. No, we have to respect your political commentary or your sports commentary. Correct, Self?
Yeah.
So it's got to be a topic you're passionate about.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I wouldn't ask any NFL players to chime in on this topic because this might be where their bread is buttered. You know, but I'll tell you who will chime in on it. Me. That's who.
And me. And everyone else on the panel.
Yeah. And be advised, Self, I believe we're no longer under the YouTube radar. Be advised.
Alrighty.
When I play that segment I'm like, man, if they listen to that, and then that's kind of why I didn't send it, because I'm like, have they listened to it? You know, and then if I appeal it, they're gonna actually listen to it, and I have reason to believe if they listen to that, then they might what?
Listen to everything out there. Say, hey,
these guys aren't all fun and games. I told you though, man, when Dr. Gay kept going in on your boy,
yeah,
bro, that's like going in on Larry Hoover or Jeff Ford in the city of Chicago, bro. You know what I mean? It's like taking a shot and then taking another one and then taking another one. But I'm not blaming him. I'm not going to say it was him because I said a lot in that segment and you did too. You said, everybody.
I know.
I know you remember it was in a bottle and I was looking for it when I was posting the other, you know, I've been posting the COVID.
Right.
And I couldn't find it. And I'm like, oh, because they removed it. I was looking for that. And I know everybody was waiting on it. Yeah. Yeah, but I'm not gonna say it might get. We might try to. Somebody might. I'm not gonna say somebody might try to post it on this ain't that network.
Man. Hey, we don't need no microscope up our rectums. Can we say rectum? I'm not even sure what we can or cannot say anymore. It's
Bro, they were saying like, we can't talk about any alternative healing. And I'm like, no, the topic was things to do on top of what the doctors are saying. And we gave medical disclaimers. But you remember yourself, I didn't ram the disclaimer like we did on the first one. Yeah. Ram. I should have kept ramming that medical disclaimer. They'd have left me alone. You remember when I was playing devil's advocate? You got to ram.
Devil's advocate.
Yes.
This is not medical advice.
No, exactly. We made that clearly obvious. It was professionals fighting back. I'm like, man, if y'all got a problem with that, it's going to be no way to convince our community to even take anything you guys are doing seriously. This is what was contained in my response. I haven't put send on it.
Yeah.
Right? If we can't give our community that, you on your own, Sammy.
Yeah, it's got to be another platform out there. Period.
Yeah.
Period.
You sooner than later, huh, Self?
Yeah, I mean, like, because it's hard to dance around.
Oh my God. Everybody's dancing. I've been wondering what's going on YouTube. Remember YouTube? Everybody didn't used to dance.
Yeah.
Remember they started changing all this shit. YouTube used to be beautiful. You remember Self? You watch a video and people were talking and dropping knowledge and everybody's dancing.
Yeah, they dancing.
Pussyfooting around, including me.
And now we know why. Completely.
Now we know why.
Completely.
Self, you look at French Dose. He's got 1,500 subscribers. He can't figure out why he's not monetized. I'm like, bro.
Your content. The things you say on the air, period.
Oh my God. He's like, man, they've been reviewing it and how he's reviewing.
Man.
My God.
I mean,
I
haven't personally seen it, so I guess I shouldn't. But you've told me the things that he's done and said. So, and you say that stuff, then you can't be monetized on it.
So I got 6.5 hours of sleep last night, and I went to sleep. He had just went on. I watched like 10 minutes of it. Went to sleep. Woke up. He was still on. It was the same live. It was like 8.5 hours. Had like 1,000 views. You know what I mean? It's like, when you do it for 10 hours, you know what I mean? That's like 10 views an hour. I mean, you do it for 8 hours, but.
I got you. Still, that was, man. Yeah. And he's doing that. I mean, there are some guidelines to getting monetized.
Oh, there are, yeah. And I finally decided to, educate myself. Remember, I told you, Self, I was going in blind, but at some point they're going to start dinging us, and then I'm going to have to get abreast into reading. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I started reading, and I'm like, oh.
Yeah. We need to change up some things here out there.
I'm surprised we didn't have more viewers. We've been letting them have it, but it's been over a time frame. They can't catch it, but they caught it in that snippet.
Yeah, the bots. I think
that
was it.
Yeah,
it was a whole lot of. Yeah,
man, it was so compressed.
Information.
My brain knew itself. My brain, and everybody did.
Said it.
Yes, because after I said it, all of y'all, it wasn't like nobody was like making one more point. Everybody was like, yeah, because everybody just let off some esoteric.
Man.
Everybody. Kier. I watched that last night. I was like, oh. Should I hit send?
You tell me best part of the show. That's what your comment to me was.
It was the peak. It was the apex. It was, if I was watching that as a viewer, it was exactly what you were looking for to let you make that decision. Am I going to go out and take this shot or not? They didn't like, because somebody may or may not have been, talking about the diapers. They don't like all that. You know what I mean? They don't like people having free speech in their opinion. you know, and they got policies against that.
Yeah, on their platform, you know, it's their platform. So, you know what I mean? What?
Correct.
And, you know.
Yeah, but they're just like drug dealers. They start you out.
Yeah. Say
you
what
know,
you want out there.
Yeah,
What
here's
you want
money.
out there.
Here's more money. Here's money. Get more people involved. Yeah.
Oh no, you can't do that no more and make money. You can't say what you needed to get all your
Correct. Oh no.
No. Yeah.
You're saying you can't speak the truth.
Yeah.
And profit off of it.
Right. You can't do that.
Man, when I saw that, there's something in their policy.
You'll have all those views, and it would be advertisement and all of that, but you won't be.
But you won't get paid.
They get paid off of it.
And it says something about God, bro, like as an alternative, like the faith healing. You know, when we're bringing up positing, well, what about that?
Yeah.
They don't want none of that talked about. And then, I was going hard talking about science. Oh, yeah, and they're a bunch of scientists. And these guys probably got a hit out on us. Like these guys here. Big ups. So, man, but I guess we can go ahead and start wrap it up. But let me go to something else here. But you guys, please like, share, subscribe, share the link. Thumbs up. Thumbs up.
Absolutely. Subscribe, hit the bell.
Man, please, because tomorrow
algorithm let you know. It'll get the algorithm and let more people know. And every time we upload a video or go live, you should get a notification.
Facts. And production, we got one last video. I believe we queued up the Pender promo for tomorrow. We got a big show tomorrow. We've been talking about big education for a long time. A lot of cats are adverse against the system of education. Well, this guy, he's part of that machine, right, so?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And he's worked his way up, in that machine and knows a lot of people in that machine. And it would be disingenuous for us to
act like it didn't happen.
Yeah, and not allow him to have a platform because he's a black man and he's a silverback, right? And give him a platform and give us a bird's eye view from the inside.
That's what needs to happen.
Right. And if the small Baphomet at the baby Baphomet at YouTube's got a problem with that, I mean, what can we do? That's what I'm trying to tell YouTube. What is you guys' point at this point? What's your purpose? You had a purpose before.
You got to come with something better than the crap that you've been,
If people don't want to watch the content that I'm putting, they could do what?
Go watch something else.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not I'm trying to find a video.
I probably, don't tell me I didn't queue it up. I probably didn't queue it up. I thought it was a long shot there.
But I think I thought I had it, so I was. And,
you got it for tomorrow. So if you go on to tomorrow's,
no. I just found it.
Okay, appreciate you. Yeah, because we got to run that. That's
took me longer than, it ain't in the list, but I was looking for it.
Right. And then his brother, production, yeah. And we had his brother here, sat with us, Mr. Pender's enrichment program, 2-time teacher of the year.
Man, nationally, that's
yes, national. They've got to be the only two brothers from the Robert Taylor homes that became educators in the history of the Robert Taylor homes for black people.
I don't know.
Black men in the same family, featured from the Robert Taylors. I know.
Self Love Nation. On Wednesday, the 7th, we are bringing you another Pender show.
Robert Taylor's wasn't always what it is.
Pat Pender. We're going back to black education with my club.
Very true. And these guys are dispelling the myth. So where there's smoke, there's fire. There was other guys at U of I from Robert Taylor.
We got Kareem Pender coming in the building on Wednesday. as an extension of our Black education series that Self Love and
You in
I
school
are
with your back up against the wall, living
very
in there.
high up on.
Boy, you go down that land of
This
milk and honey and
series has been
champagne.
off the chain.
Ain't no
and I
going back.
think This will continue in that same frame and fashion. They have been unapologetic and speak their truth, and a lot of them coincide and collide.
Look how little he is.
I expect this to go in the same
But height-wise, they-
frame.
Tell him what kind of hell
that
you've
Franco
been
Harris?
catching,
Who was that?
and let him know that if he's not ready to clean his house up,
Couldn't see who it was.
I think Franco passed away before.
if he's not ready to clean his house up, he shouldn't have a house. Catch on fire and burn down.
Burned down. That's when he was marked for death after that speech. Well, guys, more rappers haven't sampled that. The Baby Baphomet owns those companies. Hey, did you see that Flintstone light the cigarette? Actually from Flintstone episode.
Yeah, I remember that.
Uh-huh. Yep. They used to have that lighter and sticks you can roll together and shit.
Real talk. I remember that from Shoddy.
Yeah. You know, etching it in your subconscious. And I put it in the education video because exactly. That's what they were educating your shorties. So it's just a little subliminal thrown in there at the end.
TATN, let you know that this ain't that.
This ain't that. We expect tomorrow to be grandiose, huh, Self?
Man, explosive and in the form of the four prior, because they've all been like I said in the video, like on fire, and they speak their truth, and a lot of it is to the power.
Facts. And I failed to mention Jesse Jackson, potentially with the partners, the TATN.
Oh.
Yeah, he's going to be like the Minister of Defense type of guy.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, showing us how to do a little hand-to-hand combat out there.
Absolutely.
I come to find out some people aren't natural pugilists.
They don't understand that. I think.
Yeah, they get out of there rhythm.
With the
everything don't.
The chin sticking out.
Yes.
Bing, bing, bing,
Yes.
bing, bing.
Everything don't slow down for himself. You know, when everything slows down, you can get that chin out of the way. You know, you get that chin out of the way.
Just out the way so you can come right back. Oh, boy, we looking for it.
Yes.
Like, oh, yeah.
And the reason you got it, you let it just get out the way is because you wanted them to think, what? You're going to be one of those. Get themselves out of position. Yeah. Oh, no, he isn't. Oh, I'm overcommitted. We're not saying any of that ever happened.
No, never.
No.
We never made somebody go night-night. I'm not going to say it. We didn't. No.
No, I mean, people got families. For God's sakes, you know, they got families and stuff. And big ups to Jimi Hendrix.
Man, huge.
I'm the overseer and coach.
Yeah, we
got some chat in there. They want $15 to be minimum wage. That was I'm the overseer. He said a lot of hype was put on the Zags. Did George Floyd really have a fake 20? Well, that's the question. I think the little boy might have been running a sham, but he would have found a bigger dude, smaller dude than that to pull it out. I would have hoped. That's what the owner probably told him, like, God damn. All right, next.
Owner wasn't even there. That dude was the only dude there, the young guy.
The manager.
Yeah. Was he the manager?
The dude at the register was talking to his manager the whole time. It was somebody there, man.
Okay. I wasn't the owner. Yeah, he's the manager. Yeah. Still ridiculous all the way around. My fault.
They paying reparations with the weed money. Moultrie says the governor of California, Gavin Bang, your wife Newsom, is reopening the state on June 15th. All COVID restrictions will end. All right. We'll see about that one, Fox in your box. I'm the overseer, said Evanston, Illinois, in reference to reparations.
Mm-hmm.
Moultrie said Operation Warp Speed. Moultrie, since July 2020, 115 officers have left Portland Police Department. Moultrie, the state of New York is trying to end qualified immunity. Then civilians will be able to sue police officers. Yeah, it used to be like that, Moultrie.
Needs to be like that.
Correct. No shots, bullets, or boomerangs. Yeah, big ups to both those cats. And Moultrie, he's going to be on one of the shows too. So, one of the mouthpiece included.
Think so.
Yeah, we want to get his conservative rants. We think it'll add some good balance to, right, Self? We want to show the world that everyone isn't a Bears fan.
We're not monolithic.
That everyone in Chicago is not a Bears fan, nor are they Bulls fans, nor are they Democrats, right? that there's some Chicagoans who are none of that, right? Furthermore, they're Packers fans, and Bucks fans, and conservatives, right? Yes, and that's what's going to make for some great TV fodder.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So that's what we got, and then we'll get Big Nick back on the schedule. Let me go through here, make sure we haven't missed something. All right, well, it looks like we have gotten to the wordsmith's final words.
Okay, so for final words today, I'm going to say this is a perfect example of dealing what you are dealt. We had a scheduled show and everything didn't go as planned. We didn't know that there was alternative things happening, but it still was a great show. You have to roll with what you dealt and make decisions and make things happen from there. And do not get trapped in your plan going awry. It's of the utmost importance to be adaptable and make sure you get to the destination. And it brings it all the way home with the quote of the day, the African proverb. I'm gonna look it up because I don't want to misquote it. It was powerful. If you want to know the end, look at the beginning. And it's full circle. You plan to get to where you're going, but you don't know exactly how you're going to get there. And that's Self Love Final Words from Tory Wordsmith.
Hey, well, we celebrate, well said, Self Love, by the way. We celebrated Easter, right? So we all know that means that the sun, it's spring again, right?
Yep.
That's essentially what that means. It's spring again. So, and big ups to Biz Markie. And this is spring again, closing us out as we go through this. Hold on, Self.